How about now? Anybody hear me? Hello, hello. Stupid bug. How about now? Anybody hear me? How about now? Anybody? Anybody hear me? Stupid thing. It says it's working. It says my mic's working. That's working. What the heck? I don't know. Okay, you hear me. Let's try it again. Awesome. That was weird. The seventh sun evening. Welcome, welcome. Try it now, Tom. See what happens. Awesome. Thank you, Seventh Son. Appreciate it. Link out there if anybody's interested. There's Tom. Tom, what's going on?
Not much. Mike, how you doing? All right?
I'm all right. I had to restart everything. It's been a long time since I've had to do that.
Yeah, it was weird, huh?
Yeah, but hey, it is what it is, right?
That's it. Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I could restart, right? There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Too bad we couldn't do that with everything.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's new, Tom?
Not too much. I mean, just hot. It's very hot.
Yeah.
I think it was 102 earlier, I think.
Whew. That's a warm one right there.
Yeah.
That's warm. It's cool today here, so I like that.
We
got into the mid 80s, so I like it. I'm okay with that.
That's a nice temperature there.
Yeah.
Marie goes up to the pool every day, and I can't because I'm waiting for that incision I had to heal. So, for me to go up into a public pool, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I shy away from them anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just something about it. I don't mind going and watching, but there's enough flesh out there as it is. They don't need to see anymore.
Some people bring vodka with them. I bring bleach. And I just
I'll have to remember that next time.
I haven't heard from Keto Mike. I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, he usually, well, it is a little earlier than normal. So perhaps he'll be on here in a bit. You never know. Mike's always fun to hang out with.
Looked like you had some other people on earlier, and then it dropped off.
Yeah, I saw Kenneth on there, and who was the other guy? Chilling and grilling.
Yeah, I said it was 12 people. It looked like.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? There's Mojo.
How we doing, guys?
Pretty good.
You?
Good. Just been a busy, kind of a busy week. Just got back from Portland, so.
Yeah, how was that? We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was a good time. Spent a little money on my grandkids, so.
Doing that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, Grandpa's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I took my granddaughter out, and she was just first I gave her some money, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna save this for clothes." And then I took her out and bought her clothes, so she was pretty happy.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I walked around a mall. It was rough, man. It was rough. I'm gonna tell you that.
Did you go to the town center, or was there another one? 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drunken Chef.
Yeah, Drunken Chef's on, hanging out at the Seventh Sun. Yeah, when I lived in Portland, we used to go to I lived right by the town center.
Okay. Yeah.
We used to watch not Tanya Harding. Who was the other chick?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, used to watch her.
Yeah. The one that was a bad girl.
Yeah, I can't remember her name now, but
that's I guess in the past, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember her name.
Yeah, you remember the one that got beat, but not the other one.
I wonder what she's doing these days and where she lives. That's interesting.
Yeah. if I could remember her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Well, she married some guy named Guhuli, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Tanya Harding. And
Wasn't he a DJ? Was he a DJ?
He was a wannabe. I think he was a wannabe tough guy. I think I don't know. But
I can't remember. There's something about a DJ. I think she was with a DJ that I knew. I don't know. That's back in the olden days.
was it Tanya Harding was the one that
she got lamped? Yeah.
And then there's Nancy Kerrigan, one of the two.
Okay, now you got the name. There's a name there now.
Yeah. Here we go. Where's Tanya Harding? I think it was Tanya Harding was the one. Yeah, Tanya Harding's the one that had Nancy Kerrigan.
She ordered the hit.
Yeah. Yeah. She lives near Vancouver.
Yeah.
She shares one son with their third husband, Joseph Price.
Wow. So I was probably by her yesterday. I was in Vancouver yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to date a girl in Battleground.
Okay. Yep.
Nancy Kerrigan. There we go. Good time. There's Gavin's Good Eats. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Gavin.
What's up, man?
Just chilling and grilling. Oh, wait a minute.
Nice,
That's
man.
not me. Oh, wait a minute. He's grilling and chilling.
Yep.
Kind of enjoying this. For us, it's cooler. How about there, Mojo, in Washington?
What's that? Oh, the weather?
Yeah.
We're just now getting summer. I think it might have hit 80 today. I'm not sure. We've had rain every day of the month of June. We're 83.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
How about you, Gavin?
for here.
102. That's crazy talk. How about you, Gavin? What's it like there?
It's 95 degrees out. I got the 10 up smoking some pork shoulders. It's been horrible here, man. The weather's just crazy hot.
Where you at?
It's about an hour north of Tampa in Florida.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been nasty here, man.
There's another slacker right there.
Keto Mike.
Keto Mike.
That's me. Yep.
Yep. Want to be a slacker. Oh, God.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah. I thought about, I've been on vacation all week and I've been thinking about videos and cut the crap out of my hand the other day, starting to film a video. And just kind of put everything at a standstill. I cut the shit out of my hand.
Wow.
I decided, I'm not going to just, it's not worth it. It hurts every time I touch my damn ring finger. Probably trying to tell me something anyways.
Hey, Gavin, an hour north on the coast side or on the inner part of Florida?
Oh, I'm 6 minutes from the beach, man. I'm right on the coast on the Gulf side.
I used to live in Tarpon Springs, and I moved to Hudson.
Oh yeah, but yeah, my best friend lives in Hudson.
Yeah, we were right there.
Yeah, Tarpon's beautiful, man. They got a shit ton of stuff down there now, man. And we go down there a couple times a month just to hang out and get some good food and kind of chill. So
we went to one Greek restaurant right on the water, and I thought I'd be a wise ass, and because they were bringing out the plates, and the waiters would scream, "Opa!" bringing it out, everything be on fire. And the guy walked past me and he went, "Opa!" and I said, "Winfrey." they didn't take to that too much.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, Tarpon's nice, man.
I've been to, I went to Tampa once and Bradenton. I was in Bradenton for 4 days. Nice there. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Did the Holiday Inn, was right on the water.
I was there 5 years. We were in 3 in Tarpon and 2 in Hudson.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been here at this house about 10 years. We were in Colorado for a year, but then my mom and dad got sick. We came back down, but I've been in Florida I'm from Wisconsin, but I've been in Florida most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
Wisconsin.
Yep.
That's
Cheesehead. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely the change.
Let me guess, you're a Packer fan.
I'm actually a Cowboy fan, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Yeah. Cowboy, Detroit Red Wing fans. We didn't have a hockey team, so I was stuck with Detroit and Chicago growing up. So I've always been a Detroit fan since I was little, man. So
It always
weird.
amazed me that Florida was so big with the hockey. I mean, it just cracked me up. You know,
Mhm.
the hottest
yeah.
place
Tampa
on
Bay.
earth. You know, I mean, everybody was out for for the Lightning. I mean, holy man.
That's probably why.
Oh, it's
That's what
crazy.
they
The
want.
fans here are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
I'd consider it because it's so hot.
what baseball team do you follow?
I don't really follow baseball. I watch a lot of. My daughters play softball. My oldest plays competitive. My youngest plays competitive. I don't follow baseball that much, but I follow soccer. My twin boys play soccer. Both my daughters play softball. So hockey, soccer, and softball. That's it, man. So
Tampa
Well,
Bay.
Right on.
The team here in Atlanta has the United. They have set attendance records like you wouldn't believe in soccer.
oh yeah,
Like the top 10 in attendance numbers, they've got like 8 of them or something like that.
Wow.
It's
That's
amazing.
crazy. I don't think I've ever been to a soccer game in my life other than my kids.
I'm telling you, I don't know how it is at other places, but at a United game, just be prepared. Everybody in the stands up the whole game, the whole match.
oh yeah.
That's crazy, man.
If you've ever been to a football game, imagine that times 10. That's
Oh,
how
wow.
rowd is. It's just through the
Oh
roof.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Well, I might
And
just
I-
have to check one out then.
What's that? A
Yeah.
soccer game? You're talking
Yeah.
about a soccer game, yeah? Yeah, it's crazy up here in Seattle.
I wouldn't want to be a ticket collector.
Yeah. They come in there wearing all this garb. They have
Careful.
on these scarves that they wear. I'm telling you, they are rabid.
Wow.
Soccer fans get rabid about
Yep.
the sport.
I have a friend that goes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I have a friend who goes to Mexico City every once in a while to watch soccer, or they call it football or whatever. There,
Football.
yeah, he said they just go nuts and they throw stuff at the Americans.
Years ago in the World Cup, you had Colombia was playing some team, and one of the players, he'd had an on goal, meaning he knocked it in his own goal trying to get it to the goalie, and it cost him the match. He got back to Colombia, they killed him.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Ugh.
he
Yeah,
was
they don't screw
DRT.
around in those countries, man. They take it serious.
He was DRT. Dead right there.
Damn, that's insane.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really wanted to make you think about your career, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I don't
Drugs
mess up.
or soccer. Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, you're dead. That's insane.
Mojo, what are you cooking this week?
You know what? I just got home. I'm really tired. I'm supposed to cook something tomorrow, and I actually need to grill it. I need to smoke something is what I need to do. So I have no idea yet. I'm going to sit down with my wife right now, get a bite to eat, and relax. I just carried this guy, this big safe, down my stairs.
Holy moly!
I had my buddy help me, and it
Damn.
took all the energy of my life to get it down here.
Phew.
So
Everett barbecues in the house. I like it. Got some
Is he
Washington
really?
boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's up, Joe?
some
Good to see you,
Washington
buddy.
boys.
Dude, how far are you from Seattle?
8 hours.
Oh wow, that's far. Because they got a heck of a soccer team there.
I've
Yep.
seen it on Root Sports. When I had cable, we had Root Sports, and they would show the Mariners. Which a long time ago, I was a Mariners fan. And I still enjoyed watching them, and you'd see soccer on there from time to time.
Yeah, the World Cup I think is coming in a couple of years. That's what my
Yep.
wife said.
Yep.
I mean,
I think Seattle's one of the cities, and so is
Look at
Atlanta.
that. Okay.
That's crazy. We may all have to meet there. See if we can get some stuff thrown at us.
Yeah, try to get tickets to the World Cup, boy. That'd be a tough one, man.
Yeah.
See, at
That'd
one time, the World Cup required that they didn't allow you to play on artificial surface. So
Oh,
I don't know how they're gonna do it in Atlanta because Mercedes-Benz Stadium is it's a turf stadium. It's got artificial surface, so maybe they'll truck in dirt and grow grass there on top of the dirt. Who knows?
No,
Yeah.
Got Chud's barbecue in the house. What's going on? Oh,
Uh-oh,
gone.
lost him.
yeah. Bummer.
He had it.
You scared him off.
Yeah. Well, when you said grow dirt, I'm sure he bailed.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I can grow dirt with the best of them.
Yeah. Me too. I'm just giving you crap, Mike.
I've never lost a weed in my life.
Yeah, that's true. Me
I
too.
tell you what, man, those weeds up here in the Northwest, man, they just don't stop.
They're tough.
Yeah.
Part of the
Well, if you
Northwest I'm from, we had Russian olive trees
Mm-hmm.
and thistles. Oh my god!
And that's like the east side.
Tri-Cities. Yeah, the Tri-Cities. Oh my god, they were everywhere and so tough to get rid of. Back
What? He did a Blackstone video. Look at that. What the heck?
Yeah, right
Oh
on, Joe.
boy.
Hey, it's
Y'all
all
gonna
good, man.
Y'all gonna make my wife mad as hell at me because I'm gonna want one of them Blackstones.
Are you?
I want one, and y'all gonna have her mad as hell at me when I go out and buy one, and she come back with it.
Look at this. I even have one downstairs here, you guys. Right there.
Nice.
Oh man.
That's serious, right there.
Yeah, that's my one downstairs I use in the house.
I tell you, Bearded Italian, he's got the nice small one. I tell you what, he works that thing pretty good.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, they come in all different sizes, so that's.
I
cool.
might have to get one. Really drive my next door neighbor nuts.
There you go.
When I put, like I said, I put a little bit of smoke in my smoker outside, and she comes running out. Do I have to call the fire department?
Go for it.
Get in the house, you old bag.
I'd say, yeah, bring him over here in about 4 hours.
I bring her over some meat, and she's okay. She's good.
Yeah.
I think that's the invitation. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
almost like
exactly.
bribing. She like bribed me with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah, TC
Well,
is in the house.
You know
TC?
talking about weeds. Here in the South, we'll either fry it. We'll fry anything, and if we can't fry it, we'll make a jelly out of it.
I hadn't heard the jelly part, but I heard the fry everything.
And
Funny.
we'll make pepper jelly.
I've heard of that, yeah.
And Vidalia onion jelly, and
That's big down there, the Vidalia onions.
oh yeah.
We have the Walla Walla
Yeah.
sweets.
You mean Vidalia onions?
No, I don't. And then, but you go out and you pick the
Charlie in the house.
Hey Charlie, how you doing?
If you pick the petals, the flower off of the dandelion, you can make a
I've
jelly
had
out of that. It's good. You can make
Really?
a tea out of it. Yeah, it's real good.
Dandelion jelly, huh?
Yeah.
We should-
Dandelion tea.
So that'll show you. We'll make a jelly out of anything. We'll make it out of a weed.
You dry it and smoke it?
Well, I ain't
No,
tried
that's
that.
not a weed.
That
Oh,
ain't
yes,
the right
it is.
weed. That ain't the right weed. That ain't the right weed. That'd be the that
Go
cigar
wacky
weed.
tobacco. Yeah.
That's that cigar weed.
You know what's funny out here? They turn around and marijuana's legal. You can have it anywhere you want. Okay, can't smoke it nowhere. No, you can't. You're not allowed to smoke it in a hotel room. Okay, where I live, no smoking whatsoever. Nothing. They got some kind of smoke detectors or something, so you can't smoke in your house. Can't smoke outside. They have a designated area where you can smoke, but throughout the whole city, no place to smoke it. So they just passed a law where they're going to open up. They're going to try. I think for 90 days they're going to try almost like a smokehouse, I guess. You know what I mean? You go in there, you buy your stuff, and you go to this place, and that's where you can smoke it. Almost like a cigar bar type of thing.
Interesting.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a nice pork butt, and I'm going to go in the place and see if I can sit there and let them smoke it.
There you go. Pot house. I like it. Man.
Yeah, he was pretty cool, Joe. It was really fun. I just instant messaged you a few pictures. So look at that, Rick in the house.
I
Hey, Rick.
know.
Mr. Rick, how you doing?
Gotta love Rick, man.
Oh yeah.
Gotta love it. Yeah, well, you can't smoke it at all here, but we have it in Ontario, Oregon, which is 30 miles from here, and like the news joints, they'll go over there periodically, and every car in the parking lot at the pot houses are dispensaries. Excuse me, we just Idaho plates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I mean, and now they're advertising all different types that you can get. You know what I mean?
You could
Be right back, guys.
yeah, you could fill a pickup truck bed with the amount of pot I've bought over the years.
I can imagine.
But I have not smoked not one single bit or had any at all ever. I may be the only one of my generation that never did.
No, I dabbled with it a little bit here and there.
But it should be legal everywhere. I don't know why it's illegal still.
Yeah, I mean it's a stupid law. I mean even with the CBD alone,
right?
I mean that helps a lot of people.
It really does. And I told my mama I was still working and carrying the badge and gun and all, and I told her when she had cancer, I said, "Mama, you want some smoke, some pot to kill the pain and all with it, with the chemo and everything, the cancer? I'll go buy you some. I'll find some." Well, you'll get in trouble. I said, "I don't care."
Yeah.
I said I bought it all kind of ways for doing the job, and I will buy it to help you.
What's up, Lance? How you doing, buddy?
But it's not legal here in Georgia. You can just the oil is legal. You can do the oil, and you have to have a prescription. But there's nowhere around the state to buy it.
Yeah, I don't get that. You need to get a medical card for it.
Yeah, but you can't buy it anywhere here in the state.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
unbelievable.
Sorry about that, guys. The kids next door, the ball went over the fence and it landed in my yard, but can't find it. So, come on over and take a look. Hey, we got Lance in the house. Nice.
You gonna hit them with "Get out of my yard, kid"?
Get off my grass. Get off my grass.
If you're gonna stand on the grass, you got to cut it.
Exactly. Come on over, boys.
I seen a couple houses down from where I'm at. They're, because of the water shortage, they're taking out the grass, okay, and they're putting in artificial.
Yeah, I heard something about that. It's weird.
Big, man, a big business out here. And but they're saying all this different turf they're putting on out there. I mean, I've seen a tractor trailer. You know how the sod trucks will come in with these big rolls of green turf, putting it down.
That's insane.
Yeah.
There's a lot of high schools here in Georgia that have that kind of. They bring in artificial turf now to play on because it's low maintenance, and they got the initial investment, and that's it. Really, I mean, the school I went to, Lamar County High School, they've got artificial surface.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a little town. There's only probably 21,000 people in Lamar County.
Mm.
When I was growing up, there was like 10,000.
Rick's puffing out there, huh?
I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, I was always overweight, and for me to smoke a joint and then go get the munchies, I mean, come on, it didn't make any sense. Yeah.
Somebody Rick says, "What's the rules? There ain't no rules. Rules? We don't need no stinking rules."
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Man, I'm telling you, 6 o'clock's the time to do this versus 7. Man, look at all the people in here. It's awesome. I dig it.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I put my shrimp up today.
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet.
I haven't either.
We've been out. We've been out all day long. I tell you what, I've been busy as hell to be damn retired.
Yeah, it gets nuts. It gets crazy.
Yeah.
I went to the store today for a little bit and looking around. Prices look like they're coming down a little bit, but not too much. Not too much at all.
Well, I heard something about the president being like nice and not taxing on fuel or something. I don't know what I just vaguely heard something. And
Federal fuel tax is what, 18 cents or 30
is
cents?
that all it is?
Yeah.
What's that going to do?
Yeah.
Do you know what the savings a month is for the average U.S. citizen or U.S. resident?
Zero.
$4 for what he's talking about doing. $4. The average is going to be that.
Sign me up for 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. $8, and then go to the store and cry. I seen. It was a 6. I think it was a 12 or 14 pound. I can't remember. Brisket. Okay, and this thing had a fat cap on it, probably that big. Okay,
Oh, wow.
very little bit of meat on it, and they wanted like $80 for it.
No way.
And you're going to cut a lot of that fat cap off anyways, right?
Yeah, cut it off and come out with a piece like this and forget about it. You know, that's why. Like I said, I wound up buying like the whole chuck, the whole piece. I got that for like $60, and I mean, I got the freezer full with it. So.
The way you cooked that like a brisket, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's the new brisket. I mean,
Voting starts the 7th. You in it this year, Rick? I hadn't heard anything about it. So
yeah, that's
Barbecue Rockstar. Hello, hello. That's a cool name right there. I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that name.
Yeah.
And then I seen a silver tip, okay, little roast.
Right on.
Yeah.
That was the cheapest. Yeah. I mean, if you don't cook that just right, forget it. Just
No, it's tough as hell if you do it wrong.
yeah. Put it up on the slicer and make sandwiches at it.
That's your best bet if you got a slicer. And I don't. You know what I got? You know my slicer?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I hear you.
I got a little one.
2 Band-Aids on.
Well, I tell you what, I got this finger right here on my right hand, my right index finger, the tip of it, I slicing meat one day. I buried the knife into as far as deep as the nail into my hand, into that finger. I have no feeling in that tip of that finger now. And that was 30 years ago.
Everybody thinks I'm polite, but I cut the tendon in my finger here, and that I can't bend it out. So you get used to it, you know. Years ago, everybody thought I would, poke myself in the eye.
Being dainty.
Yeah.
No, I actually the knife is right here, so I was putting it into a sheath, right, and I just sharpened this stupid thing. And I never put them in a sheath. You out of here, Mojo?
Yeah, I'm being. She's telling me she wants to go eat.
Peace, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Mojo, take care, buddy.
You guys have a fabulous weekend. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation this week too, so starting next week I got to go back to work. So
yeah, 4-letter word, man.
All
right, enjoy that weekend, man.
All right, everybody in the chat, have a good weekend.
I have eliminated that word from my language.
Yeah,
take care.
Take it back.
So it's people
That
like
4-letter
Mojo
word
and
is. That 4-letter word's been eliminated from my vocabulary.
It's people like Mojo and I let you guys retire.
We appreciate it.
Hey.
Well, I'm grateful.
So I owe that to a friend of mine.
The thank you card's in the mail.
Exactly. Yeah, like the check. I'm putting this stupid thing in a sheath, and I never use a sheath. I don't know why. And I missed the sheath completely. And went,
oh man!
And I knew immediately. I'm like, oh, beep. Oh.
I'm in a restaurant one night, Okay, and we're cooking. And it got busy. All of a sudden, we get hammered real fast. So I get on the line. I'm back there, and all of a sudden, I'm over by the fryer, and I took a piece of chicken, okay, battered chicken, and I went to put it into the fryer. And as I put it into the fryer, I put my 2 fingers right here into the oil, and they blew up like 2 balloons. I mean, and you want to see me trying to work the rest of the night like that?
How about steak fingers?
I mean, and nothing helped. But I tell you one thing, I got plenty of scotch that night.
Yeah.
I saw something. Oh, it's been 25 years ago now. A friend of mine, we worked together and we had a work cookout. It was a fish fry, and there was hush puppies in the fryer. And I saw him going over there and reaching in and picking them out of the fryer with his fingers and just eating them. And I'm like, I'm looking at it, I said, Jones, you are crazy. And he goes, what? I said, he was drunk as a skunk anyway. And God rest his soul. He died last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a call yesterday. Matter of fact, a buddy of mine called me, I guess about 2 months ago, and wanted to ask me a couple questions about, what I did when I had bladder cancer. And I told him what I did. He said, "Oh, that's crazy. That's too nuts." He died yesterday morning.
Oh man.
Yeah. He would try to go another way with it, but hey.
I just found out
Jones,
friend today.
No matter how drunk Jones was or how he died, the next morning he would be at work. And you'd swear there's no way he's making it to work tomorrow. He'd be there before you.
Wow.
Dude, Lance wants to know, did you get your ears lowered?
I did, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, quite a lot. I got tired of messing with that crap.
Yeah.
But I do miss it already. So this might be next. I don't know.
This is starting to get under my skin a little bit. I mean, 102,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but by the time you get done, yours is going to be like this, man. I hope not. Well, you only got 25 pounds to go, right?
No, I should look like freaking Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, my problem is I have a scar right here.
Me too.
So I can go like this and, kind of like almost devil horn it.
Yeah.
But you can tell if you look close enough, you can tell right here that the hair's not as long as everything else because that stupid scar.
I woke up the other morning, looked in the mirror, my hair was standing straight up. I said, "Oh, Jesus!" Scared myself. Who the hell's that guy?
Don King Jr. right there.
I tell you one thing. I don't know what you pay for a haircut where you guys live, but I tell you, out here it's nuts. I mean, it's like almost $30.
I paid 25.
16.
Almost 30. Almost $30.
And that's with the senior citizen discount. 16.
They don't even.
I get to start that in less than a month. I'm looking forward to that. 55 and older, isn't it like 10% off or something stupid?
You'll start getting the AARP stuff.
Yeah, I already do.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get that at 50.
Yeah, is it worth it? AARP?
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
I had it for a year, never used it for anything, and then I saw all the things that they were spending my money on to promote as far as just political causes, and I'm like, no, I didn't join this for you to make this political. I don't want nothing to do with political anything, and don't be using my money for any kind of political cause. I don't care what way it is. I don't want it done.
Yep.
And so I've got out.
Yep. I'm the same way.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the discounts, and eating off the senior menu.
You know what the funny part is? I forget to ask about it.
Are you good with eating at like 4:00?
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
Well,
early bird special.
Took a 2.5 hour nap, and I'll be in bed by 11. So, yeah.
I've been watching this guy out here. His name is Danny the Medic, an Oriental guy from New York. Okay, and he comes out here and he spends a couple months. I guess,
son.
He gambles and then he does reviews on the restaurants and stuff. Well, I tell you, what about Whip My Pants the other day? He did one from Westgate. So he goes in with his camera equipment. He asks, can I, film this stuff? Most places say yeah. Well, at Westgate, the security came over and said to him, "No, can't do that." So I laughed so hard. He said, "Well, I'm going to do like they do in a courtroom. I'm going to do courtroom scene," and he drew everything. I was hysterical. Here is the Oriental table, and he had the steamed baskets, and then he had a picture of shrimp, and he put on it, big ass shrimp.
That's awesome.
I cracked up laughing with him.
That's
This is-
great.
Yeah.
Y'all ever watch the TV show The Blacklist?
Heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Back when COVID first hit, they were mid-season, a little over midway through the season, and they had like 4 or 5 episodes still left to go that they needed to film, and they only had some of the scenes shot. And so they did about half of each of the show was animated, and the other half live action. It was actually a pretty neat way of doing it.
That is
I mean,
kind of cool. Let's think about it.
Yeah,
Right on.
and they had all the actors doing the voices of all the animated character versions
Sure.
of them.
The things
James-
they think of.
Yeah, James Spader is the star of the show.
Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah, he is a really good actor.
Mom and Papa Joe, evening. How are you guys? Thank you for stopping by. Lance said, hope I like pureed food. Yeah, I only like peas.
Uh,
Uh,
you ever have pureed cauliflower?
I don't like
Man.
cauliflower to begin with. So
make mashed potatoes out of it.
Yeah,
yeah, I have had that.
that's I'm telling you, that stuff's good. I love that.
Yeah, there's
And
just
what
some
I have
food
found,
that
the
choke down.
thing I have found that works the best to make sure that it gets the right consistency and the right texture is before I run it through the blender and all, I run it through a ricer. And
Lance, somebody told me, as a matter of fact, it was Lep last week, that my name was too long. So I cut it down.
TG and the KC.
I cut it down to Tom Garvey, the keto cook.
Oh yeah, you did shit. That's what's different.
Yeah. Well, Lep made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
He went, "Whoa, dude, too long. I can't type all that in there." I'm saying, you know what? He's right. So
did you change the channel too?
no, I changed it on a channel. I just took off the diabetes and my history.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I've had a good turnout tonight. I got to remember
You
this
have.
time, or this 6 o'clock thing. And it's easier for you too, Mike. It's only 8 your time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes nothing, guys.
I was thinking about that earlier today. When you sent me that text, Tom, earlier today, that's one of the first things that went through my mind.
Yeah, Mrs. and I were
So-
sitting watching the Braves game and playing the Dodgers, and I was just scanning through the phone, and I saw live. I said, "Oh Lordy, he's live now." I said, "I see you." I said, and she said, "But the game." I said, "I know." No, she was cool with it. She said, "No, go, have fun."
Right on.
Either she's coming in with a howitzer or something. I don't know.
Back in the big guns.
Oh, she said, "Ring that bell one more damn time."
She goes shoving it in
What to do with that bell, Tom?
my head. I guess it's not working tonight.
Sucks when you got to get your own drink, Tom.
Yeah, I mean,
what's
you
this
gotta
world
get up and
coming
I
to?
Gotta go up and do all that walking.
Next thing you have to do is go piss on your own.
Oh,
Yeah.
now that's horrible. Not fun.
Oh, you got the spoon. Hey, Marie,
That's funny.
All right.
you got the spoon this time.
Yes, sir.
Reminded me of one of those English,
Yeah.
English skull cap or cap.
World War One helmets.
Yeah, brain bucket.
Uh,
Oh, Rick's moving. Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's fun this time of year. Woo.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
more
look
I
who's
think
in the
about it, the more I like
house.
what you did,
Stephen.
Tom. The more I think
What's-
about it, the more I like what you did. Just hell, I'm out of here, and just
Yeah.
sell it all. And
You
start
know,
over.
it really doesn't make any sense. I mean, they turn around and say, well, that spoon was in the family for 50 years. You know what I mean? The classic thing, the classic thing was my wife's Italian. Okay. So they like all their little knickknacks and all their little stuff. I'm probably going to get killed for this one. But I carried a box of dishes around, service of 12. Okay. And I mean soup to nuts. The little dishes, some dish you put your finger in, little rings you put the napkins in, gravy boats, butter dish, all this crap. I humped them from house to house. Never used them. Never once used them. Okay.
That's the
And I
good
told
time.
us, I said, if you turn around, I said, I don't have 12 friends. I don't like your family. So we don't have 12 people in your family that I like to come over. So finally she gave it to her niece to use. Okay. Now her husband's humping that shit around. Nobody uses that stuff no more. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, you almost want to just take one container. Whatever you can put into one container goes with you. Everything else is just gone.
Yeah.
I can't stuff a 70 Camaro into the container. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If I could stuff that 70 Camaro in there, I would be fine.
Oh, but it'll fit on a trailer.
That's true. So will I. Was my wife's driving down the road and I'm in the damn car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So, Mike, we're thinking about me and Keto Mike. We're thinking about starting a channel on Tuesday.
I like it.
I mean, not a channel, live. Yeah,
Live.
I like it. That's fun. That's fun.
Like see if we can do a little mix and mingle with some people. You know what I mean? See who joins up. It'll probably be me and him, but
But anybody wants to pop in, hey, pop in.
Yeah.
You know, they're great for meeting people. And they're great for getting your hours up too. So if you guys like rotated it, 1 week Mike did it, next week Tom does it.
Yeah.
And you could really just bring up your hours. Now there's a way, and Tom, you and I were kind of when I called you a month and a half ago or so. There's a way that you can broadcast them simultaneously on each other's channel, but I'd be damned if I figured out how in the hell to do that.
I don't know if you can do it on a live stream for the free one for both of us. I don't think that would work.
I don't think
right.
that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll do the Keto Show with Tom and Mike the
That's
first
a cool
week,
idea.
and then we'll do the Keto Show with Mike and Tom the next week.
There you go.
So just alternate it back and forth.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't mind you having top billing on both if you want it.
You probably want to keep it the same. I love the idea, right? And I'm an equal opportunity kind of person as well. But I find that if I put in like Friday nights, something that is just steady and people recognize helps you out. When you're all over, Mike and Tom are probably interchangeable enough that all they're going to see is the Keto Show anyways.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and so like what I was thinking about doing would be like not just keto. I mean, anything. Food's food.
Yeah.
And how people would cook it one way. Like for instance with barbecue and stuff like that. I do the same thing, only I don't use any sugar.
Right.
Or high carb.
That's the only difference.
That's it. You know what I mean? Still smoke it the same way or whatever. And so I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
Sure. It's always worth it, like these Friday things. It's a crapshoot for me. I don't know what I'm going to
It's
get.
like most of the things I do on my channel when I'm cooking, it's things you could, and if you're not keto, you could do it.
Yeah.
Just just change a couple of ingredients and you're good. And in some cases, you don't have to change anything.
That's true. Yeah.
We used to, back in New Jersey, we used to go to a place. We lived on the shore, Jersey Shore, and we used to go to this place called the Crabs Club. The Crabs Club would start 12 o'clock. Okay, well, wintertime, summertime, 12 o'clock, they'd start with music. They had a guy there named Frankie Fingers, and he'd play all the old time music on the piano. And then they would start with happy hour from 12 o'clock till 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's a hell of a happy hour. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they would get people in and out.
Oh,
But anyway,
no.
they did this stuff. They called it, that's when the buffalo craze came out with the buffalo chicken, the buffalo wings, and all that. But they
Mhm.
did buffalo shrimp.
I've heard of that stuff. Yeah. That's
And I mean, these shrimp are huge. So they give you 4, I think, in the thing. And I tell you what, they had some heat to them. So that's what my video was today, was a takeout on that for happy hour. And I did buffalo shrimp. So on my thumbnail, I just put Tom Garvey, the keto cook. And then I put a picture up of a buffalo and shrimp. No worries.
Oh, cool. And how did it do for you? I'm curious to see.
It's suck and win.
Yeah, that's just about like mine. I've changed titles, SEO, and right now I'm working on thumbnails, and I'm still not getting any traction. I get 100 views.
Yeah, I got
it's done.
something like that.
Like,
I did 2 shorts. I did a reels for Facebook, and I did one for YouTube. So the one I did on Facebook, I have a lot of friends still in New Jersey, so I put on Springsteen music for that. Down at Jersey Shore.
God, you got to.
That's suck and win. So I don't know what to do. I'm like
My-
at a loss there.
The short I did for the meatloaf, Don't Let Your Meatloaf, that I did for it, it sucked on YouTube, but it's got nearly 3,000 views on Instagram.
I can't draw flies on Instagram.
But it's sucking wind on TikTok. Bad. I mean,
I get offers from fat hookers on Instagram. That's all
I get those too. I get those too.
Now that's funny.
They all start the same way. They'll text you. They'll message you and say, "Hello." You go, "Hello," and they'll say, "How are you?" You go, "I'm fine. How are you? Where are you from?" "America." "Oh, what part?" and I'm like, "Okay, there's obvious." And so it's always the same, and I'll tell them, "Okay, it's obvious you're leading up to asking something. What is it?" He said, "Well, what makes you think that?" I said, "Because all y'all start the same way."
Exactly.
Too much. You see,
My favorite is the comments. Your new friend here. Stay in touch. I'm like, you too.
stay connected.
Again. Yeah, stay connected. There's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay
You
connected.
too.
Yeah.
For a while, that's all I was getting.
What's the
Yeah.
point? Like that person, Mike, that you're talking about. What is the point? You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time.
Yeah.
Same
Right.
with that person that says stay connected. You're wasting my time and yours.
Especially when you go to the store and meat is $10 a pound, and over there it's walking the streets.
Exactly.
Well, the ones
I just lost 10.
when you get that, and it's somebody from the Philippines, they mean it. They're the only ones that I've ever seen that say that actually mean it.
They are the politest people.
They are, and they are fiercely loyal. If you follow their channel,
Oh,
they
yeah.
will be all over your channel.
Correct.
And comment everything. Yeah, all you got to do is just watch their videos, and they'll be right there for you every time.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, Lance. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I was looking at that too.
I have a hard time with Instagram. I don't understand. I don't know. Hashtag what, hashtag your ass. I don't know what, I don't know exactly what to do.
Hashtag your ass. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna make.
That's why I get them crazy people.
Y'all wait until you see this. I'm gonna do a peanut butter cookie video soon. I've got a line I'm gonna use in it. Y'all gonna love it. You know how you use the fork on top of to mash down the cookie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hashtag on these cookies.
Nice. That's cool. That's actually really cool. That's slick. There you go.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I used on one of my recent videos hashtag Team Cilantro and hashtag Cilantro sucks, and I got quite a few people saying, everybody said hashtag Team Cilantro that caught on to what I said, but I was very surprised at that the reaction. We used to do that on my talk show.
I'm gonna
Ask
tell
every
you.
guest.
I'm gonna tell you an observation I had. All right, you know the Me Too movement.
Mhm.
You've heard of it, and I understand sexual harassment's a horrible thing, and I'll say that right up front. And I'll beat hell out of anybody that
I
tries
agree.
to sexually harass anybody in front of me. Um, they they came out hashtag Me Too, and I'm going. I wonder if they realize that says pound me too.
A pound sign.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Did you bring enough for everybody, Tom? Gee.
Jesus. We're
Wow.
gonna get shot down before we even start.
Yep.
I know.
Thanks,
mean,
Mike,
but hey.
for getting me shut down tonight. Appreciate it.
What's I told my
Do I
grandson?
need to hit that X says leave studio?
Exactly.
I told my grandson. I said that's symbol is a pound sign. He said, "No, Bob, it's a hashtag." No, it's a pound sign.
Yeah, the pound sign.
I may go back and forth 100 times with the kid, you know.
Yeah.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Oh gosh, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember buying those tapes and listening for that right song to hit on the radio.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and then you hit play, and then
Yep.
you know about the best you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
And
We'll
you
take
hope
the-
like hell nobody comes in saying something in the room.
We'll
Yep.
take the 100th caller.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh,
actually
boy.
99th caller one time on one of those and won like
You
a
call-
bottle of 7-Up 2 liters. You know?
Showing our age, guys.
I do trivia. I love trivia. And they used to have a sports talk show on Friday nights on WSB radio here in Atlanta. And they would do trivia night. They would do trivia on it. And you had to answer you had to answer 4 questions to get the prize. And you get the intro question, which is usually fairly easy, and then it progresses and gets harder and harder and harder. And they were all sports related. And then the last thing you did you had to give them a question and stump them, or you got nothing. And I won that thing like 6 times. I went to Braves games for free. I ate dinner at really nice restaurants in Atlanta for free. You know, got this really nice, expensive set of knives one time, and don't know where the hell they are now.
I won tickets to see Aerosmith once by being like the 7th caller or whatever, but I wasn't the 7th caller. I was working nights. It was like 4:00 in the morning, and if you're 7th caller, you win, right? And so we had this guy. His name was Jerry. He just passed away about 2 years ago, and he's dialing this number, but he hates rock. He's a big country fan, right? So I'm on the other phone at work dialing his things, and he wins, and he immediately goes, "Rock sucks," and he hands me the phone. I'm like, hello, what caller, man? The DJ, his name was I can't remember now. He's like, what did you say? What? Oh, hey, what number am I?
Hey, have you heard from Patrick? I seen the video.
I heard from him the other day, but that was it. He's been really quiet lately. I don't know what's going on. Still have the double cassette deck. Yeah, I remember my parents having that. That was always fun. You know, your buddy come over, hey, I got the latest and greatest. I remember Boston, when they had about 1986 copying.
Put the pencil in and turn it back, get it all back up again.
Yeah. Now putting in one and then putting in the Memorex tape, closing it,
Yeah.
and they'd copy each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My son has discovered vinyl. He has discovered vinyl. He's almost 38 years old, and he's finally discovered vinyl. And he said, I was downstairs and I was looking for something, and he was there with me, and I'm like, where did all my records go? Your mama's and my records go. He goes, they're in Rhode Island. And I said, you took them to Rhode Island? He said, yeah, they were in the basement. And he goes, I said, would have been nice if you'd asked.
Yeah.
I'd have given them to you, but it would have been nice.
My grandson now, he's the oldest guy. He's hey Pop, let's go to record store. There's like 4 or 5 of them out here in Vegas. I mean, one guy's got one room. You got to have like a special invitation to go back there to look.
Wow.
And makes you wear white gloves, the whole bit going in there.
Oh man.
So I
White
told him,
glove.
I mean, well, you know, the old albums, you could look at the album cover and you could get all the lyrics to the songs and things
On the
like
back,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that was so cool.
he was here Father's Day, and he took a whole bunch of my CDs. You know, he says, "Well, Pop, I'm going to listen to these." Right there. Yeah. And I'll never see them again.
All right, we got some barbecue trivia here, folks. And if you win, Rick's going to give you a
Smack.
Blackstone.
little tiny Weber kettles.
Yeah.
What's the most popular wood used in smoking meat? Oak, hickory,
I would
or
say mesquite. I would say mesquite.
Hickory.
I'm going to go hickory.
I
Anybody
know
else?
a lot of folks in Texas use mesquite, so I'm saying that.
Are you talking about in Texas or local?
Well,
or
I'm talking about there's enough people in Texas using it that they're going to make up for a lot of them everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say hickory. That was the start of it, anyway.
Not me, oak. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I've
Lewis,
got
how you
two
doing,
of the
Lewis?
3 here. Hey, Lewis. What is up? I've got 2 of the 3. I don't think I've ever used oak.
We're going do.
Exactly. Rick, what's the time frame on this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have time to Google it.
Exactly.
Or can I do a Hey Siri?
Don't even. I got the. I don't have Siri.
You
I
got
got
it.
Alexa. I got Alexa, and I think she's the 65-year-old one. She don't hear for shit. I found myself screaming at it one day. Turn the music up.
I ask Alexa to sing a song for you.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah. You know what? Tell her she's fired. Holy Christ, the thing goes berserk. Oh, I've got credentials.
Ask Siri, what's 0 times 0?
I think Rick left.
Oh,
He posed the question and hauled out.
Here it is. Oak is the primary wood used to make charcoal, so it's the top of the list. There you go.
wow.
Oak.
I love this name of this channel, Music Logic. That's cool.
I like it.
I do too. He says he's got all 3 in his shop, so that's awesome.
You know what? Come to think about it now, because when I used to smoke, when I had my Kamado Joe, my junior, I used to buy the lump oak all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I use.
I've never cooked with oak that I'm aware of. So it's on my list now for sure. I've got a thing of mesquite. No, I got a thing of hickory charcoal in the back.
Hey, did you see today was Kevin's birthday from
Yeah, I saw that.
and recipe.
Yep.
He's a nice guy. He's a real nice guy.
Was it Everett's Barbecue that won the thermometer? Was that right?
I think so.
I have not watched the video today. I've been on vacation all week, and I've been a slacker number 1 right there, man.
I did not even venture a guess on his age. I'm like, nope. I am not falling in that trap.
I'm a hickory hustler from the hood.
I don't use them thermometers. I use my finger. It's
National Barbecue Month. Yeah. You're into finger steaks, Tom.
Yeah.
National Barbecue Month, man.
Hey, I just say this: I like pig butts, and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
I think that National Barbecue Month every month, isn't it? Barbecue knows no season.
Nope.
National Barbecue Month. I'm guessing it's probably not December.
Oh, Everett Barbecue. Yes, he did win the meat
He
stick.
did. Yeah, right on. Congratulations. How old is Kevin now? I said he was 49 point. Blah, 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 blah.
Was it 62? 62, I think.
Really?
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
He doesn't look it.
Tell you one thing. No matter what I put up, he's right there. He's on it. Boom.
Yeah,
same
always
here.
one of the first.
Nice
Same here.
comment, and just just a nice
62.
guy. 62. Holy crap!
Lives in cooking with this guy.
Arizona, what?
He lives in New Mexico, Farmington, New Mexico.
Oh, okay. I was close. I said Arizona.
Yeah,
Okay.
next state over.
Yeah.
It's not
Or
that
kind
far.
of the four corners region.
Yeah.
I was in Farmington once, and the only time I've ever been pumped off a flight was in Farmington.
I did a late night one last night. I'm on with Belt Loop 29.
Belt Loop 29.
Did you see him catch his rooster today?
Yeah, I cracked up laughing with him. He's pretty funny. And Devil Dog was on. We were kibitzing about keto, and nice guys, really nice guys. Man. Like matter of fact, that's where I got the idea to shout people out, shout different channels out. They go on and that's what they do. They shout people out, welcome in the whole bit. I think that helps a lot. It really does.
Amazing answer unless you live in Texas. You got that right, brother.
Memorial Day starts it.
Yep. Like I said, it knows no season for me.
No. I got a friend that it's a website that I'm a member of. It's a fan site for the Stargate stuff, and we're a whole bunch of nerds on that thing. And he talks about I'm gonna barbecue this weekend, and I said, oh, what you gonna make? Oh, I'm gonna make I'm gonna put some chicken on the grill and put some sauce on it and have barbecue. We're gonna barbecue. I said, no, that ain't barbecue.
You know,
grilling.
But yeah,
he said,
but
what's the difference?
that's kind of a regional thing.
Hey, Brian.
When I was a kid, it was always barbecue. We're gonna barbecue. We're gonna barbecue. But I come to find out, it's a regional thing.
If you say barbecue down in the South, it better not be hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
but it's acceptable here in the Northwest. Well, we're going to be barbecuing some dogs. Okay.
And see, no matter where I lived, I always had my grills. I had a ton of grills, and that's where I cooked, especially in the summertime. I didn't want to heat up the house or anything. And this weekend I'm doing a pork cushion, but I'm going to roast it. I'm going to roast it in my outside smoker with no smoke. I'm going to make a gravy with it with I'm going to use my avocado and stuff like that. But I'm going to make it like a traditional Sunday dinner, like you would if you were in October. But I'm going to do it now because I don't want to heat up the house because tomorrow's supposed to be like 106. So yeah,
that's
that avocado gravy you made. Oh, it looks so good.
How comes out good? That one I made that time was a little too heavy. I should have cut that one in half.
It looked good. It looked good. I mean,
it comes out nice.
I got to see the buffalo shrimp. The first time I had buffalo shrimp was in Carabel, Florida.
Okay.
And we knew that we used to go down there fishing. A group of us did, and the motel we would stay in is right there on the Gulf near Apalachicola, and we would he said, y'all come on out here tonight, get back early enough, come out. I'm gonna make some buffalo shrimp for us. And I'm like, buffalo shrimp?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, hey, that sounds all right. I like buffalo chicken. Why not buffalo shrimp?
Hey, thanks for the trivia, Rick. Appreciate it, brother. We'll expect you to do trivia next time.
Yeah. Nice to hear from you again, Rick. See you again.
I don't think I am. Well, never mind. I think I am next Friday. I don't know. Supposed to take my grandson to the drive-in to see that new Minion thing.
Oh, okay.
Minion show. I don't know if I'm going to be live or not Friday. I've decided. We'll see. Maybe I'll have him on with me. He's always fun.
We've got one drive-in theater left here in the Metro Atlanta area that I know of. And that's it. And I know of only one other in the state. There may be others, but I only know of one other in the state. So 2 total that I know of.
Yeah, we got 2 close by.
If I went to a drive-in, I'd have to park close to the bathroom.
Yeah, so you want to be there early because all the old farts are going to be the ones going to the show.
Be a fist
Yeah.
fight in the urinal. Get up, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring your own bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I got to check on something real quick. I will
Yeah,
be
go
right
ahead.
back.
All right. Okay.
Brian, how you doing, buddy? Nice for you to check in.
Hey, that chicken, him catching the chicken, belt loop,
Oh, that was funny.
the rooster. Oh man, that brought me back to when I was a kid because we had a farm and we raised chickens and all on there amongst other things. But that we had a rooster that was he was talking about the rooster come up behind him and spur him. We had one that would do that. He was a gamecock rooster and they mean as hell.
I told Belt Loop, I said, you know what? I said he'd be with gravy, that son of a bitch. Yes, sir.
That rooster challenged me one day in the hen yard, and man, it was on. The battle was on, and he and I squared off, and I kicked him about 12 feet into the air, and he landed, and he shook his head and ran off the other way. And then he started tried to get after my brother, and my brother's younger than me, and he'd chase my brother all over that hen yard, and he would. And my brother just run like hell, and I'm laughing. And he said, "Why are you laughing?" And I said, "'Cause why are you running? Stand up to him. He's a chicken."
My brother had chickens, and he had this one crazy ass rooster, and he had 4 boys, and all the boys had a job they had to do. So the one son, he had to feed the dog, okay, outside. It was a Saint Bernard. So my brother says to me, "Watch this." I guess Pat at the time may have been 6 years old. Pat goes out and he has a wiffle ball bat. Okay. He takes the bat and he puts the bat outside. And he come in, he grab the dog food and he'd walk out, set the dog food down, pick up the bat, and this rooster come in at him. And boom, he'd hit that. He'd hit the rooster, feathers fly, and the rooster take off.
Yeah.
That's what he did every night. The rooster come after him every night.
What I miss?
Oh, we were talking about chickens because of Belt Loop catching his rooster today, so he could isolate him from the rest of the hens and all. Because this rooster's kind of got a mean streak in him.
Gotcha.
He was throwing it. He threw a sheet over him to get him, and it was funny as he's walking to put him into the isolation area. He said, "This rascal's probably pooping all over my sheets."
Yeah, exactly.
When I was a kid, the lady next door had Rhode Island Res, and she had a mean old rooster. And she'd go out there with a stick and a trash can lid.
Yes, my nephew do. Hit him with a wiffle ball bat, see feathers flying. Hey, Brian, I've seen that also. I tell you what, I make pickled eggplant, and also zucchini the same way with that same recipe.
Oh, that would be good.
Craig made the other day
Pickles, yeah.
I call them icebox pickles, 24-hour pickles. No cooked pickles.
Yeah.
Right. And but I just don't put no sugar in it. That's the only thing I do. So.
Gotcha.
See, I like those because they're crispy. They're still crispy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I like I've had some pickled green beans. I've had pickled asparagus. They are good.
I mean, North Carolina used to call them dilly beans.
Uh-huh.
They used to do them,
yeah,
but they wouldn't boil them off.
Dilly?
Yeah, dilly beans.
Yeah,
pickled green beans.
Okay.
Tell you what, the last batch we got was horrible. I mean, it was like eating bark on a tree.
And
you were in North Korea.
Eggs.
You were in North Korea.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a pickled egg?
According to my algorithm, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, there you go. You ever had a pickled egg?
No, I don't like pickled eggs.
I love them.
Oh, I love them.
They're so easy too. Just take pickle juice, throw some hard-boiled eggs in there, and
that's it.
Later, man, you're ready, man.
Yeah,
I did it.
That's it. I got some right now.
One of my most popular videos, and it's because Ugly Men magazine. I don't know. Can't remember the name of it. We were talking about it a while back.
That kept
Uh,
me up.
Picked it up, and I get views all the damn time from it. Let's see. But 8 ways to eat pickled eggs.
I just with Egg Life, okay. I just I'm 4 short of 5,800, and
Wow.
it's still going strong.
Wow.
Disgustingmen.com.
There you go.
But you ever had a pickled pig's feet?
Oh yeah,
I love that too.
yeah.
I tell folks that and they'll go, "Oh my God, that's disgusting." I said, "Well, they cleaned it first."
Salt, pepper, and fire says, dude, Thomas, and the other guy.
That's me. I'm always the other guy.
That's John.
Yep.
Check. You know John, right?
Yes.
Salt,
I
pepper,
saw
fire.
his meatloaf video. He made a good meatloaf.
Yeah, he did. And everybody's got a good check. You got to check out too once you get done here, Mike. You got to check out 805. 805 did a Boston butt today on a Weber. It was some kind of collab that he did. But
I got it.
What,
It's in my notifications. I got to watch.
man, it looked really good, really, really good. I mean, he was putting his fingers in, and it was just like ready to fall apart that way.
Fall apart. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, it is. You know what it is? I get to the point after a while. I get to the point where I can't wait no more. And if you put something in 10, 12 hours, and I'm starting to get hungry, you know what? I got to eat now. I'll take the chance and cut it up if it don't break apart.
I'm going to do I don't know if it's a butter. I don't remember whether I bought a butter or if it's just a plain pork roast. I don't remember now, but I bought one and it looked really good, and I'm going to do it on 4th of July. But I got to slow cook it unless I get the grill fixed, and then I can turn on half of it and just cook it real slow on the other side and do it indirect that way.
That's what I had. I had gotten a couple butts pretty cheap, and I put them
You're
in the freezer.
muted, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And I that's what I made the sausage out of. That came out really good.
Yeah,
Right
when you
before I
made that
had-
bacon too, that looked good.
Right before I had to step away, Mike, you asked about Pickle's pig feet.
Yeah.
And when I was working in the grocery stores, working nights, of course, that was something that we stocked every so often, right? You get a 6-pack of these Hormel pickled pig's feet. So we decided one day we were going to try it. So somehow or another, a lid got cracked open. I'm not
How did
saying
that happen?
It's actually pretty good. I was very surprised.
They really are.
Yeah, how good it was.
Yeah.
And not to say there was like 5 or 6 of us, not a single one of us said yuck. Yeah, it was like it wasn't our favorite, but it,
No, but
I don't think I would have went out and bought it, but it was good.
I remember as a kid. I mean, we had to eat nose to tail, whatever they got. You
rooter
had
to the tutor.
That's what you had to do. So I mean, that's now. I made pork tenderloin a couple weeks ago, and I sliced it up nice and everything. Nice sauce with it, the whole bit. My grandson said, I don't like it. What are you talking about? I don't like the texture of it. And this and that. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I like the taste of sweet potato, like fries and that, but I don't like the texture. It grosses me out. Don't know why. So
Funny thing about sweet potatoes, I ate them growing up all the time. Never bothered me. Then one day when I'm working on the job policing, and I had sweet potatoes, and they had to rush me to the hospital because I had an allergic reaction. And I never had another one after that and then I had my gallbladder out, and somebody said, "Have you tried eating anything you're allergic to?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And they said, "You need to, because I was allergic to this and I had my gallbladder out. I'm no longer allergic."
that's weird.
And I tried the sweet potatoes. I took only a couple bites to see if it was going to do any damage, and it didn't. I'm going, son of a gun.
That is weird.
Yeah. So Music Logic says I need to go to Bubba Grills in Atlanta and get me a big smoker.
I'm gonna Google
Oh,
grills.
will you please tell my wife that?
Hashtag.
Hashtag tell my wife, please.
I gotta find his channel, Music Logic.
I'm gonna see if I can share. Share a screen.
But y'all ever used a big green egg before?
I have never.
I had a. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
What a
I had a Kamado Joe. I had the small Kamado Joe. Basically the same thing.
Yeah.
They're great. I mean, I tell you what, I used to on my little one. I used to make a ton of pizza on that.
Sounds good to me.
Well, here it's big around here. I got a lot of friends that have one, and they say I ain't going to do anything else but that from now on.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's got the different diverters and stuff like that on it, and you can really.
I'm a Weber kettle fan. I love Weber kettles.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, there's just something about them.
Now the thing about this big green egg, you ain't gonna lift it.
No, the ceramic on that thing is
Yeah.
super heavy.
The only problem with that is if you have to move it. Like I moved from one place in Florida to the next, and I started to see some stress cracks.
Yep.
I don't have that on my Weber kettle, Tom.
That's my point. That's what I was getting at.
S&S kettles are supposed to be the big thing too.
Yeah, I know.
S&S
I can name at least 10 people right now that I know that have those big green eggs, and they I'm telling you, the only time they get rid of it is to get another one, a bigger one.
Really?
Yeah.
I tell you, you can get that joker up to almost 700 degrees.
Yes.
That I got that bad boy running out. There you go.
Yeah, that's just real. It just looks like a Weber kettle to me. But.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It does look like one.
So, Mike, are we barbecuing or grilling?
What
do you think? Looks like grilling to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it just looks like a cool Weber kettle to me, and they're pretty much priced the same. I mean, $2.99 for that. That's about the same. So
those wings you put up at what was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
Those look good. They look so good.
What do you
Thank you. George is in the house. Jorge, what up, brother?
805, my man.
¿Cómo estás?
That was a great cook you did today, brother. That was really good. You have to check that out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. It's in my notifications. I just said I've been going so much today. I hadn't looked at everything.
He took his fingers and he put it into the meat, and the meat just was
pull
me apart. Oh man,
literally pulled pork.
You know what? He done that so good. I think it was going to pull itself.
That's good.
Yeah. I told myself really the wind was right. I could smell it from here in Sin City.
Yeah, because he's in California, right?
Yeah. Great job. Wow. Yeah.
Well,
I'm like I said, slacker number one. I've watched very few videos this week. Just finished to cook. I'm exhausted. I don't blame me. I just think about cooking and I get tired.
Yeah, I've been like that lately. I don't know what's going on, but
I think it's a heat.
I try to do a couple days ahead, and it just seems like it's getting harder and harder to do. I don't get it.
That meatloaf I did in the air fryer, that was the first time I'd done it in the air fryer. Not one time had I ever done one in the air fryer because I just got the air fryer and I said I'm gonna do it. I may as well. If I burn it, I'll still put it up. The crust it put on top was magnificent. It gave it a crunch. Oh my God, and the flavor in it. And my wife said, "Well, what kind of meatloaf you gonna make for it?" I said, "I don't know." And then all of a sudden it hit me. It's Tuesday. Let's do taco meatloaf.
Yeah, what a cool idea.
Huh?
Thank you, Lance. Appreciate that. That's how I got my fingers, was doing my meatloaf video.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Yep.
Oh,
stupid
who was
guy.
it? Who was it? Somebody did one where they. Oh man, who was it? That meatloaf was just the glaze. It was a. Was it vodka glaze? He put on
Now
it.
you're talking Tom's kind of cook.
He
What's
put
that?
a.
Vodka
He did a.
glaze.
Yeah. Oh, I forget who made it now. I cannot remember who did it, but that meatloaf looked perfect. And then he put that glaze on it, and it was like, oh, it took it. I mean, it went from perfect to unbelievable. Just the look.
Back in the day, I used to take a quart of vodka, and I would dump a little bit out. Where it went, I have no idea where it went. But I dump a little bit out of it, and then I would fill the bottom of the bottle with crushed red pepper
Ah.
and let that steep
Oh,
overnight. Okay,
uh-huh.
and that would be ready for my vodka sauce the next day.
Interesting. That's a cool idea, dude.
Yeah, so I would do
Wow.
I would do pork chops with hot peppers.
Mm.
Okay, and then on the side, linguine with vodka sauce
Mm.
on there.
I wonder if you could ketoize that, make with the egg. The egg.
Oh yeah,
wraps up.
yeah. I'm sure I could. The egg life wraps that I cut up in there. It's almost it's a different texture. It's a chewier.
It is different.
A little bit
it's
of a chewier texture. But when I made some of the manigot, I made stuff with the cheese, and I made 6 of them. I only ate one. Maria had a half of one. I mean, it's how filling they were. But the next day they were even better. Then they took on the taste of like a regular noodle.
Right.
Taste. So
Really?
Yeah. It
For
was
me,
like
the second day after you've made spaghetti or something, the second day, it's the best end. The day you make it is not as good as the next day.
And let me tell you something. I hated them right from the beginning. I couldn't stand them. I mean, it just had that rubber taste, and once I put something in my mind that I don't like, I'm not going to eat it. But then I kept playing with it. And one day I said, you know what? I made some shrimp, mussels, and clams. And I said, you know what this is missing? Freaking bread and pasta.
Oh yeah.
This is what it's been. So I cut up the egg life stuff and I put it in, and then it was a home run from there for me. You know what I mean? And just the thing I get out of it is after I eat, I wait an hour, 2 hours after I eat, I stick my finger and blood didn't move, didn't budge. So that's
I've got one I want to do. It's a enchilada, egg life enchiladas with cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got that on the burner. I'm gonna do that.
That sounds really good, actually.
I got a couple. Got a couple fillets. I got filet mignon. I got a small one. I'm going to do some fillets with a béarnaise sauce from scratch.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to make a scratch made béarnaise sauce. And I have a new bottle of it's a cross between Johnny Black and Blue. So Scotch. I'm going to have do a debut.
It was like Johnny Black and Blue. What the heck is that?
That means he married 2 bottles.
Yeah.
We should call that a mixed drink, Tom. Jeez.
Yeah. The guy in the liquor store says, "Oh, you got to try this one." I said, "Okay, yeah, special occasion." That's
Yes, I'm above ground. Well, that's a special occasion to me, right there.
yeah, exactly.
Another day above the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is kind of a morbid way of looking at it. But senior here in 3 weeks.
There you go.
It's an exclusive.
We got some heavy hitters in here right now.
We do. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yep. John's in the house. Jorge, CJ. Of course, we got Steven. Can't forget Steven.
Steven, you're allergic to shrimp? Really? Oh, you're just kidding around.
It's your Duncan of alcohol. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Brian's in the house.
That's that goulash booze.
I love this name, Music Logic. I love that name. I gotta check that. I think
Yeah,
I
me too.
hope I'm subscribed. I'm pretty sure I am. Usually that's the
Well,
people who show up.
years ago, I had this questionnaire, a survey that I was sent to do. And one of the questions they asked was, what's your favorite kind of music? And they had like 15 different kinds of music listed down there. And I looked at them and I go, And I made a little box on there and I put beside it good and checked it.
Can't argue with that, man. Can't argue with that. I did a questionnaire recently on YouTube, and I just asked about charcoal cooking, and I was surprised at the responses to it. Overcooking and direct versus indirect heat. I was surprised that those are what people are more curious about.
Huh.
So
I remember the survey. I did the indirect heat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of indirect heat, but I'm surprised a lot of people had questions about it. Yeah, here's Steven, who lives in the islands. Poor guy can't eat anything with shells on it. Damn.
Wow.
Man, I got a friend that's allergic to shellfish.
It's actually quite common, come to find out. You look around, it's like, dang, a lot of people are.
I've seen him. I saw this friend after he ate shellfish one time. Oh, it was not pretty.
No.
I would get done work, and because we had a restaurant and a bar. The bar would stay open till 2. So what I would do is we close the kitchen at 11 for sit down dining, and then we'd have bar food. So I would make my flour tortillas. I'd use them for bar pies for pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would make stuffed potatoes, deep fried potatoes, cheese and shit like that, hot mussels and stuff. And I had a friend of mine come in. He says, "What do you got left?" It's like 1:30 in the morning. He says, "What do you have left?" I said, "All I have is a little bit of shrimp left and some mussels." He said, "Oh, I'm allergic." I said, "Well, I'll make it to you. Just eat until you start getting itchy, and we'll, we'll figure it out."
Here's a Benadryl. Here's a Benadryl.
Do a shot, Benadryl, and eat your shells, and shut up.
Oh, that's like the old joke. The game warden had heard about this guy. How he was
roaches.
having he had heard about this guy who was catching unbelievable amounts of fish, and he said he showed up at the dock one day, and he says, "I want to go out with you, and I want to see how you catching all these fish." The guy said, "Come on, get in." So they get out there in the middle of the lake, and this guy, he pulls out a stick of dynamite and lights it. He goes, "You can't fish like that. That's against. You can't do it." The game warden's going crazy. He reached over and he threw it over in the game warden's lap and said, "You gonna talk or fish?"
Too funny. Too funny. Yeah, you know what? I know a lot of people that are allergic to seafood.
Yeah. I have a seafood allergy. Seafood, I eat it, and it makes me break out in fat.
Hey, Lance, there you go. There you go. He said maybe escargot. That's my favorite escargot.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I have never had it.
I never have either.
A little sherry garlic, a couple scotches.
You got to really go at it to be able to find something I haven't had.
You know,
I've had a bunch of different foods.
The more I get to know Tom, there's one constant here, and that's the couple of scotches.
Yes.
I love it. I think it's great.
That's Tiki Tom. That's Tiki Tom.
My doctor says, "Do you drink?" I said, "Well, doc, look," I said, "I don't know if you ever met Pinocchio before, but I'm going to tell you something. Just make sure my nose don't grow."
I would have said only to excess.
I said, "Only until I got to put my head back and
I got a
Yeah.
problem tonight. Look at that.
Uh-oh. You
Yep.
got a dead soldier.
Almost.
He's
You
alien.
know, when I made my meatloaf, I used Cheetos in it as the binder instead of breadcrumbs. And I was thinking, I need to roll this out. So I just used this bottle and rolled out the Cheetos.
There you go.
Crushed
There
them
you
up.
go. There you go.
Here we go.
I used pork rinds. Tom used pork rinds too.
Yeah. Poor Marie.
And the thing
But you're
about
healthy,
pork
bud.
rinds, you gotta, if you don't get them crushed up, you may never go back to pork rinds again.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Because then when you're cooking them, because that gets gummy as hell if you got any kind of chunks. Smoking Bears used
Yeah, he did.
pork rinds in his loaf. You know what I have done? Hey Marie, you know what I have done with mine is I've also put cauliflower rice in it and mixed it up, not as a binder or anything, just to get another vegetable.
Okay. Now, cauliflower itself, I cannot eat. It's like broccoli, right? I cannot eat steamed broccoli. I can't eat steamed cooked cauliflower. But when it's in a rice, I can.
So
Oh,
you're
there
saying
you
you
go,
don't want
Parmesan.
nothing to do with the cauliflower potato salad.
No, not potato salad. I've had cauliflower potatoes, and I can eat them. It's not my favorite, but cauliflower. And I just saw it today at the store. The crust for pizza is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those ones you see in the store, they said cauliflower over the crust. That's how the
do they?
cauliflower got in it. If you
Oh.
look on the list, the first ingredient is still flour.
I'll be
Yeah.
Huh.
That's because
we I had a lady when I was living in Florida and I first started the keto. She made the cauliflower like rice. Okay. And I'm saying to myself, this is weird freaking rice. It tasted okay, but it just, after a while you can taste it. Yeah, you can start tasting what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what gets me? Here's what cracks me up. I had a lady tell me, tonight we're going home, we're going to make cabbage steaks.
I've heard of
Yeah.
it.
What do you take a cabbage, they cut it in about that thick, put it on the grill, grill it, and they call it a cabbage steak.
Same way with a cauliflower steak too.
It's not a steak.
No.
I hate to tell you this, but it's not a steak. It's cabbage.
Yeah.
And that's what I always say about the cauliflower. It's not rice. It's cauliflower. That's the way it's cut up. So.
Yeah.
But it's the only one that you can do it like that with, and get away with making it a little bit more creamier, blend it up a little bit more and stuff like that. So.
Right. I make grits out of it. And my wife loves them, and she is a grits. There were two things that we gave up that I wasn't sure she was going to be able to do, and that was potatoes and grits. Those two things there, she will beat a door down to get to it, and she had those, and she said, "Oh my God, this is better than the real grits." Because of the way I have two ways that I do it. I do a casserole where I do it, and then I do one on the stovetop, and it's more creamy.
Gotcha.
And
I love shrimp and grits.
Well, that's what I made. It was for her birthday, and I did this, and I did shrimp and grits, and she loved it. It was you have to stir it because it wants to stick to the bottom because it doesn't do well if you leave it alone. It'll start to burn on the bottom and stick. So you got to stir it a lot.
Gotcha.
So it's labor intensive. Green stuff.
See,
Well, you know why they call snails escargot?
No.
Because if they called it snails, nobody'd eat it.
There you go.
That's true.
You know why that's the same reason they call squid calamari.
Calamari, nobody'd eat it. Yeah.
It's not calamari. Galamad.
Calamari.
Galamad. Hey, Galamad.
See, I cannot get that into my mouth because I have fished so much in salt water with using squid. I have seen squid at its worst. And every time I try to bring a piece of calamari to my mouth, I'm like, no. You know,
I just find it
Okay.
rubbery.
We used to make our own pasta in the Italian restaurant I was in, and we used to
All right,
make
Jorge.
the squid ink. Used to grab it, cut it, and the ink would come out of the squid, and that's what they would mix into the pasta.
right.
And
Squid
they
ink
give
pasta.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a
It's a
distinct
delicacy.
flavor.
Never heard of that.
It's
Yeah,
a delicacy. It's
It's
a
good.
gourmet thing. You get that, you order that in a restaurant, you're going to pay big bucks.
Yep.
An ink. Interesting.
George, take care, buddy. Great video.
That's crazy.
Did you see Drunken Chef? I tell you, he's still clicking them off with for the meatloaf.
Yeah.
Take it easy,
2400.
George.
Drunken Show. I like that guy. He's cool.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You know what I like? I like
That's a hell of a name. I like that name.
he takes the time with his little one. You know what I mean? And they go through his stuff. I mean, that to me, that's fantastic. I mean, just
Right.
It's like also like the Bearded Italian. I love that name too.
Mm-hmm.
Brian's a good guy. I don't know if he's still on or not.
I don't know.
I got to go back and look at his video again because I'm thinking about getting the little Blackstone that he's got.
Oh yeah. My wife and I were talking this week, and it's like when it's our time to leave, we're either going to donate the hell out of stuff or sell it as is. Like my kitchen and outdoor kitchen.
Yep.
And I'll go with a small Blackstone. She's like, "Don't you want to take your Cuisinart?" No, it's too damn big.
Yeah.
The Weber Kettle will go.
You got to adapt. I mean, and you know what, Mike? Though, after a while, wherever you wind up, you're going to find that Weber Kettle's too big too.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just. And then when I got out here, and we got a little balcony, my view is overlooking the parking lot, but in the background you can see the mountains, and I see downtown. I see the strip. But Marie see me out there one day with the tape measure, and she said, "No, you don't. No, you don't." But I got the electric smoker anyway, so I mean,
yeah.
How hard is that to clean?
I don't clean it.
You don't clean it. You leave it like it is and just let it kind of like a cast iron skillet, huh?
I want that smoky in there. I don't want it clean.
Okay.
I'm going to keep that texture. And I mean, I clean the grates and stuff like that, but I mean,
yeah,
and the pans. But as far as the walls and stuff,
leave it.
Yeah.
Does it create a mess underneath it?
It's got a catch.
Okay,
It's got
basket thing,
catch pan.
tray.
I take all that out and clean it up, and then that's what I use there. But there again, in the summertime I use that. If I'm going to do anything in the oven, that's what I use outside. So no sense heating up the house and have the air conditioner running all the time.
God, you don't need an oven. Cookhouse, you're outside as an oven, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just put a piece of steel on your back patio there.
You know,
those
it's
little
like,
plates.
I told my wife after we got this air fryer, I said, I may never use the oven again. This thing is great.
It's rare that I use the oven. I'm always, I'll put plastic sheets around here, and I'll cook out here year round.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Oven, what is that? I might make eggs on the stove, first thing in the morning if I'm working or whatever. But
yeah. Hey Lance,
how bad is the winters out there?
January is probably the worst. January into early February and teens, maybe the single digits for lows, but highs are usually, during that time is in the 30s. Usually.
So not like it is in Minnesota and things like that.
No.
Lance, I believe he lives right not too far from me. I believe he's on the other side, on the same street that I'm on, but I'm on the other side. It's a main thoroughfare. He's got a good channel.
Oh, AB? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? AB? Cooking Barbecue. Is that the name of the channel?
I think it's the same guy. Yeah. Oh no, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of Barbecue Experiment.
No, there's an AB out there too.
Yeah.
I'm sub to his channel, but well, I sent Patrick a text and no response from the guy. Oh, what's going on with that boy?
He did one on the American store. He went shopping at the American store in Australia there, and
Wow.
he
Yeah,
did
yeah, I saw
Zataran.
that.
He got Zataran's rice.
Yeah, but he's been kind of running quiet lately. I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah. So
He's
you're gonna be
choreographing
on,
his next video.
yeah. You're gonna be on with Left this Thursday, right? Coming up.
Yeah, gonna be on with Lep, guys.
What time does it start?
It is 7 o'clock, so I think 9 o'clock your time.
Okay.
7. I'll make sure you know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what time it is. But yeah, he
Oh.
hit me up a couple weeks ago and asked if I wanted to be on, and yeah, it's been a while since I've been on. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. The hot seat, you get a lot of people like Miss Booger will be there. Kent, of course, Steven, he'll be there. He's one of the moderators. I always used to call Steven the moderator's moderator. On my show once, Steven got timed out a couple years ago. I have no idea who the hell timed out Steven. Of all people to time out, Steven? Really? He got timed out. Like, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but
I'm looking forward to it.
the stuff that they let get by, and the trivial stuff that they hit people
I
with
know.
is crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
this morning, Marie was up before me this morning, and she says, "Check your channel out. You got a couple hussies on there." Okay.
Mhm.
I hate doing that, you know.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I was just looking at some of the comments from when I originally started. And there's like one from John Fox. I don't know what the hell. Molly Purcell. She's got a great. You guys follow Molly?
Molly's
Purcell?
got a really good channel.
She does. She's cool. She's really cool.
Yeah, I deal with Molly. Yeah, Molly's really good.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this guy's saying, but let's see.
There's another keto guy in Vegas, Tom. Black Sheep Keto, but he's kind of. I think he's gone like 6 months in between videos this time, but he's not consistent with the uploads.
That's
He's
'cause
got
he's
some pretty
cheating.
good stuff.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what this guy's saying, but
I can't read it.
I can't see.
something about Hermosa, Selena, Cuidios.
Yeah, no, dump that one.
Yeah, okay. You go.
Yeah, dump that one.
Report.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Let me read it. It looks Spanish.
It is, yeah. And there was another one that I ditched earlier as well, but I don't know.
That was one. As soon as I read through it, and as soon as I see it, it says monster. Eh,
He's
Oh, yeah.
basically-
yeah, you're out of here.
Yeah.
What's the point, people? Seriously. What is the stinking point? I don't get it. What is the point behind doing that stuff?
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's true. Music Logic. Steven is everybody's moderator. I don't get the whole thing of posting that crap.
Yeah, I don't. I have a hard enough time moving the mouse around. You know what I mean? These guys are posting up stuff. You know, Steven does everything on his phone.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I didn't know that. I mean, God, they put up
Yeah.
some beautiful stuff.
And Steven
I tried
also makes
posting that one.
thumbnails. Makes
Yeah.
some awesome thumbnails.
I tried posting from my phone. The only thing I can post from my phone is a short. I mean, I can't do the rest. It just doesn't work right.
I think the first short I did, I had to take it down because all you hear is me saying "shit." What did I press that freaking button for? Press the wrong freaking button. Shit. Marie says, "I don't think you can be saying that on there."
They can't. It's just not for kids.
I had an aunt that used to say, there was three things she would say: shit, piss, and fuck. And I said, "Why you say all those words, auntie?" And she said, "Because people do." That's right.
Can't
And I'm
argue with
like,
that.
all right,
Was it George Carlin? The words you can't say on.
Yeah.
7 deadly words. 7 deadly words.
Can he get away with it?
Yeah.
Well, nowadays, I mean, I have a great nephew who does like a gaming thing on here, and I mean every other word out of his mouth is F F F F F F. And I don't know how to talk. Like, Jesus, crying out loud, what's wrong with you? You know.
Yeah.
But you know what? My daughter says, "Pop, that's these kids now. That's what they like." He's not a kid. He's 20-something years old. You know.
Yeah,
But
that's part of the vernacular.
yeah, I don't get it.
If you're not cussing in every other sentence, man.
You want to hear me when I cut myself or bang myself in the finger?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I invent some new
fudge.
ones.
Somebody keeps moving.
Viva Video makes it okay. I
Viva
just
Video.
use I have Apple and I'll edit Apple. Here's the problem I've been finding lately is if I edit with my phone for a short, when it goes into the short feed, it comes out funky. I don't know.
Huh.
And especially if you're going to do Instagram, do a reel, it does not like the edit from Apple phones on Reels, at least for me. So I'm sure it's a setting.
I'm
I
having
don't
a
know.
heck of a time taking video that I've shot in a horizontal setting and turning it vertical and using it in a short. I can't figure out how to do that.
I have software for that because I use Premiere Pro, but
Okay.
I just learned how to do it like within the last month. But in the same sense, it's like, do I really? It used to be such a pain to get something from my laptop to my phone and back, or somehow. But then I learned about doing what is it, iCloud Drive on my laptop, copy it over, and then it automatically picks it up on my phone, and I can do whatever, or vice versa.
See, that's what I got on mine, Android, over to Microsoft. And it'll pick it up. It'll do it, but I'm still having trouble uploading the pictures or video from my phone to my laptop. It just goes, the thing goes berserk.
But you don't have an iPhone, right?
No.
No, yeah, I didn't
Android.
think so. When I text you, it doesn't come in the iPhone format.
No.
See, I can do AirDrop from my phone to my laptop,
Okay.
and that works
I
out
did
great.
a couple airdrops with my phone too. Through it.
Do you have an iPhone or a Mac, Mike?
I've got the iPhone and the MacBook Pro.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, and it comes over just fine. I mean, it is great. I can shoot it and come in here and throw it over here and then edit it. I edit in iMovie.
Gotcha. I'm a Evil Empire Microsoft fan. That's what I started with a long time ago, and that's what I continue to use. But as time goes on, Mac and Microsoft, if you know how to do it, you can interact between the two.
I had a neighbor here who actually worked for Microsoft and retired and this and that. And I was telling him, I'm having trouble with, it goes in and out, shuts off, just keeps going crazy. He said, you have Microsoft 10, well, Windows 10, I guess, is getting ready to be eliminated.
Yeah, that's where they're going to 11.
Yeah.
2023, he said, so they're trying to get you to go with 11. I went on. I tried to upload 11. They said my computer's. I got an HP. I mean, it's a year
That's
old.
what I have. What I'm on right now.
It's a year old, and
Yeah, mine
just,
too.
Just wouldn't take it. Just wouldn't do. It. Just wouldn't upload it, and then I lost everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
My wife's cousin. He's I think Monday maybe, or maybe it's first of the month. He starts a new job with Microsoft as a programmer.
Oh, right on.
And he said on his job interview they had him. They gave him something to do coding on, and he said there was a couple of things that he's like, I'm not sure about how to do this. And they said, and all of a sudden they said, and then they watch you while you're doing it. They said, if you need to Google, that's fine. And I'm like, okay, Microsoft's
Everything's
telling you
Google.
to Google it instead of Bing it.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, John. Now I got that working pretty good now. So that's what I've been doing. So I've been able to go back and forth, but I had to get that program up and running. For some
Jorge's
reason, it
back.
wasn't working.
Jorge in the house. Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, he
I
said
just
plug
got
it in.
today. It came yesterday. An external hard drive that I'm gonna start putting my videos on because it's killing me. I have to delete them on here because it eats up so much memory.
Gotcha.
Mike, did you check out Mike Terrific? Did you check out that camera?
I did. I like it.
Yeah.
I got to see what I can do about getting that. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but I have checked it out.
The only reason why I'm suggesting it is where the hell is the other one? This is my third one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it on here or not. It's an XTU. It's like a GoPro. Matter of fact, I think it's better than GoPro, much cheaper. Okay. So, but you see, this door broke.
Yeah.
The bottom door broke. And for me putting the gimbal on, and trying to screw this onto the tripod and stuff, the bottom started pulling out. It's all cracked around here, but it's from the heat. Because when I take the camera, I put it right up over the fire. I cook and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to blow the warranty on it right now.
It works really well. Duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's what I got. And whenever I make a video.
Oh, I love it.
So
hey, Jorge's got a question. You know what I'm going to say? Jorge, Google.
The best potatoes to make.
Don't use Bing. Use Google.
Yeah, Yukons.
Yeah.
See, I'm a red potato guy. I love red, with skins on.
If you're doing with skins, that's the ones to do. If you're just going to do potatoes, mashed potatoes, period, it's Yukon Gold.
Why wouldn't you do skins?
I always do skins on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you know what? I would even try not the Yukon, but I would even go with I just got to tip my tongue now. I can't think of the name of them. The little purple ones, Yingling, beer.
Fingerling?
the little potatoes, the purple and stuff like that.
The fingerlings?
Yeah, fingerlings, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they come out really good. Now, see, Mike, that's something me and you could eat. The fingerlings. Carbs are very low in them. Oh,
really?
Hell yeah. Carbs are real low in them.
I did not realize they were.
The size of them, or just
the size and the way they are. Anything that has a deep color in it, the carb count is lower on it. Not that much starch.
Oh,
deeper the color. Interesting. So the Idaho russet, which is pretty much brown, brown,
yeah.
The carbs are through the roof because it's starchy as hell, man.
Oh yeah. They make a great baked potato.
They do, but I'm a fingerling fan. I love fingerlings. I use those all the time.
I had the boys. I had the boys over. I had the boys over, and I made them potatoes. I made them the fingerling, the little round ones, Irish potatoes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got me hungry now. I'm almost.
Maurice says to me, "Are you going to try them?" I said, "I can't." So as I'm cooking them, I looked around, nobody's around, make sure the camera was off.
Skins on equals dirty mash. That's true.
Not if you wash them.
Man, skins. I guess it depends on how you define dirty mash. Yeah, I mean, if you don't wash them, yeah, you definitely could be dirty. But even if you leave them on, yeah, I could see as a it's not really mashed potatoes, it's dirty mashed potatoes.
Show 'em,
and a red potato salad too.
John was asking.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's
red
right
potato
over there.
salad's good too.
My guitar sits there and just wait. Oh, I love red potato salad. And they have the, isn't that like the German potato salad almost? Because it's got the vinegar in it. And,
Yeah, there's also a German potato salad that you make where you slice it like an au gratin type thing
okay.
and put it in there, and then it's a sour cream base that you put on the top of it.
Put some
And
crema on it. That'd be good, man.
right, right, and
Mm.
man, that was good. I've had that. My mother-in-law used to make that regularly, and it was so good.
You could use fingerlings with crema and make German Mexican potato salad. Mm.
Oh, that sounds good.
Kind of a cool idea. There you go. All right, on. Oh, Tom, we can't hear you now.
Tom, either I'm deaf or you're muted.
Yep. Or both.
That's true.
Tommy, you're muted, buddy. It says mute.
Click on the mic. Click on the mic.
Bum, 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 bum,
It says unmute then.
Jorge, you're going to have to tell us what you go with.
Tom.
You are on mute. Got that one, yes.
Time to go off to war.
They called them Tommies, didn't they?
Yes, they
The
did.
Brits. Yeah, they were Tommies.
Yes. Yes.
He's listening. You know, now we can talk all the trash.
Now,
we want
Tommy,
about
don't
it.
be a hero. Keep your head down.
Make it back, Tommy. Yeah, he's
He's
yelling.
cussing now. He's
Better
cussing.
ring that bell, man.
He can't figure out how to unmute. He's cussing.
Well, while Tommy figures that out, probably time for a break. Oh, man.
Oh, he'll be back in a second.
He will.
He's
Hey,
coming
Roger
back
the
in.
pirate. Arg, matey, you be walking the
Hey, Roger.
You don't eat your potatoes, you be walking the plank, matey. All right, that's my worst pirate
Arg.
accent. Arg, matey. Oh, give Roger crap.
I saw where Tazdaz is doing something with what was the guy's name? He says we're back together again and going to do a live next week.
Oh yeah, he's got a buddy there. Oh, there's Tom.
Am I back?
Arg, matey. You're
Ah,
Jesus Christ out loud.
really don't be a hero.
You think it's easy being a old fat guy.
Well, yeah, there's that. Well, while you do that, there's somebody at the front door. I gotta I gotta go answer that front door. I'll be right
It's
back.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Maybe Patrick sent you a care package.
God, I bet he did.
You got Grubhub.
Yeah, exactly. I hope it's fingerling potatoes at least. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
So it wouldn't unmute.
I don't know what I hit. This thing it plugs in on the side, and I'm having trouble with it for some reason. And I go
the
through
microphone.
I go through an audio box too, so I don't have just a
okay.
regular microphone. So I had to trace it back. And Jesus,
I got the microphone on the laptop. That's it.
now I got this thing here.
It probably sounds like crap.
No, it actually sounds pretty good. Well, getting back to John. Yeah, John, they're Elise's. Tell you, I love them. I got the add-ons for them, and I play every day. I've been playing since I'm 5. Roger's in. Hey, don't be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, we got to decide what we're going to be doing. What time you want to do this? And
Well, if
I could
it
do
really doesn't matter to me on time because I don't have anywhere to be the next day usually.
Yeah.
And if I do, it doesn't bother me. I get up. I don't care what time I go to bed. I get up at 5 o'clock anyway.
Exactly. Ay, ay, ay.
It's like the old story said. He says, "So are you having any?" The doctor asked this old guy, "You having any trouble with peeing during the middle of the night?" And he goes, "No, I pee real easy during the middle of the night." And he goes, "Oh," he says, "Yeah." He said, "I pee every night, 4 o'clock." And he goes, "Oh, that's good." He said, "Well, no, there is one problem. I won't wake up till 5."
Too funny. That's like
Yeah.
old guy goes into the doctor's office and he walks up. Lady receptionist opens the window and she says, "Can I help you?" He says, "Yeah, I'm here to see the doctor." She says, "What seems to be the problem?" He says, "I got a problem with my pecker. I can't, what's." She says, "Son, you can't say that." She comes out. She reads him the riot act. "There's women and children here. You can't say that right there. You go out that door and come back in and tell me that something's wrong with your ear." Okay. Guy goes outside, goes back in. She opens up the door. She says, "Can I help you?" He says, "Yeah, I'm here to see the doctor." She says, "What's the problem?" He says, "Something wrong with my ear." She said, "Oh, what's wrong with your ear?" He said, "I can't piss out of it." Yeah, too funny.
Oh yeah. Neil Peart.
Yeah. So I played a long time, not that good though. That old boy could play. Poor bastard died. Cancer.
I can't play a single instrument.
I
knew a couple of girls. I knew a couple of girls could play the skin flute.
Oh boy. Rated R.
Oh.
5, thanks. Salt, pepper.
Yeah, as far as time, let's see. You're 3 hours different.
Yeah, like 3
So,
o'clock maybe at my time, maybe.
And that'd be 6 at mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot, I guess. Yeah. I'm afraid
And that's
to
when
touch
that's when the dude messed up. Oh, hi, dude.
Neil Peart tribute. Yeah, I'm down for that.
I played a long time, but not that good.
Yeah, he did. Erg, meaty, be walking the plank. I was trying to catch you up there. Billy, don't be here. Neil Peart, yep. You guys see Stephen and Jacqueline's picture on Instagram? Do you follow them? Oh, she's such a cute kid.
I seen it on. He did put it on Facebook also.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No, on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't seen it. But I haven't looked. I haven't been able to watch, but I think I've seen 3 videos today and very little else on YouTube because I'm so busy.
Hey, look, Steve made it.
Hey, look,
Welcome, Steve.
Daddy Dutch. Welcome.
Daddy Dutch.
Mark? Who's Mark?
I'm Mark.
You're Mark? I thought you were Mike.
Well,
You're Phil.
I thought we were both Mike.
Yep. According to, well, okay, so that's a long story, but it's my show and you're going to listen to it.
Okay. Sounds like logic to me.
Yeah. So Kent is Daddy Dutch Barbecue, and then there's Dutchie's Cooking.
Yes.
And I went through this phase for whatever reason. I would reply to Kent, and I'd call him Steve. And then I'd catch myself. And every once in a while, I went and he goes, "My name is Kent." So anyhow, it kind of turned into a joke where I'm now Mark and he's Steve.
Mark, I love it. I love it. You know somebody, and also you just can't think of their name. And
Exactly. Total brain farts as you're sitting there cooking. And now if I comment, I always say, "Well, damn, Steve, way to go."
See, I have this philosophy. I'll answer to anything, even "Hey, you." Well, it's funny that the name Mark. When I first went to work with the city of Atlanta,
I'll be back.
had a guy that I worked with, and he called me Mark from the start, and I didn't correct him. About 3 months after I was been working there, one of the other employees, he was saying, we were talking, and he asked him, said, "Well, how do you do that?" He said, and the other employee said, "Ask Mike over there. He knows how to do it." He said, "Mike?" And he goes, "Yeah, right over there." And he goes, "That's Mark." He goes, "No, that's Mike." And he looks over at me and he says, "Your name Mike?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why you let me call you Mark?" I said, "I told you I'll answer to anything."
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. Call me anything you want. Don't call me late for dinner.
Nope. Or payday.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, that's where that came from. And
Okay. That
Kent's,
makes sense.
yeah, Kent's a lot of fun. I've always I kind of look at Kent as a mentor. When I first started this journey 3 years ago, last week, he was one of my first subscribers, and I've always kind of taken to heart what he said, and any suggestion that he has, and it's always great. Yeah, Uncle Steve is the best. I am totally there with you.
Was it him? I think it was him that did the little mini meatloaves.
Kent?
I think maybe it was him. I could be wrong. I probably am.
Call. He's usually more along the lines
There,
of barbecue and
there.
smoke.
No, I mean for the meatloaf challenge thing.
Oh,
For the
if he did, I
collab.
missed it. If he did, I missed it.
They look real good. They look really good. I tell you what, I saw what. Well, I say I've watched them all. That's the one that went up today. But as of yesterday, I had all of them watched, and man, I'm telling you, I didn't see a bad one in the bunch.
From what I've seen, yeah, I'm there with you, dude. There's some. That's what I love about this community, or family, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's got some crazy good recipes.
Yeah, you got that right.
It doesn't matter if you're keto or there's my daughter's a vegan, and it's I've had some of her foods and it's like, holy crap, this is good.
Yes, it was him. It was the elk. That's right. That's right. It was him. That looks so stinking good. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And I
Kent, you're
love
definitely
elk.
a bad influence too. I remember you and I ganging up on Chris or Charlie, or it's all in good fun. The whole thing's in good fun.
And the one Tom did, I had never thought about doing a meatloaf parmesan. Meatloaf parmesan.
Why not, right?
That's amazing. Yes. Now that he's done it, I'm like, dude, why did I think of this?
Exactly. I made a meatloaf burger. I'll tell you what, it's one of the best damn
Right,
burgers
yeah.
I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
So,
Full
truly
flavor.
did. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Full of flavor,
When
and
he made those.
I almost made these things that remember when we were kids, your mom, if you were lucky, she'd make Rice Krispie treats. Right? And I had some extra meatloaf over, and I was going to make meatloaf squares. I was like, why are you going to waste it on squares? Make gravy out of it. I'm going to make meatloaf squares one of these days.
I've got this what do they call it? Silicone rubber, one of them rubber baking thing.
Implants? Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Rubber baking things,
I heard silicone.
Silicone, yeah. They had
Hi.
yeah.
I'm Mike. I enjoy walks on the park.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a piccolo player.
Sorry, Mike. You never know where this is going to go, man.
I mean,
I
Johnny
love it. but it's got 6 sections about the size of a little small loaf pan.
Okay.
And when he did that, I was thinking, dude, I could make little bitty mini meatloaves in that, and it would be great. I love those silicone baking things. They're great. Nothing sticks to it. I have found nothing that sticks to it, and I have made some things that would stick to anything, but it won't stick to that.
And that's the reason why nothing sticks to your colon after you eat whatever you cook out of there.
Is it silicone?
And it slips right out.
That's a good thing, right? You don't want
Yeah.
stuff
Uncle
sticking
Steve,
in
how you
there.
doing? Uncle Steve's in
You
there.
got to
huh?
grease the path.
Tom, did you ever
Hey,
get your? You were thinking about ordering some Uncle Steve's.
Yes, I am.
All right, on.
Yes, I am.
Some great
He
product.
said he's got nothing sugary, so I
Yeah.
will.
got great stuff, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
I salute
Look forward to
everybody.
see what we
Salute.
come up with. Running a let's see what can on sliders tomorrow. Right on. Right on with sliders. I guess if you're doing like burger sliders,
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, I am digging that South Texas Red and the Smoke Bomb. Those are rapidly becoming my two favorite Uncle Steve's.
Hey, Daddy Dutch, that hot rub that you sent out to Miss J, probably a year ago. I had a little bit left that I used. I mixed up my own blackening season that I used for either chicken or shrimp. I don't know what it was. She never gave me the bottle. She gave me the bottle, and I took a little bit out of it. I don't remember what it was. And if you have it, let me know, please. I'd like
Kent
to
loves to experiment.
This stuff
That's
had
me.
a nice kick to it, man.
Yeah, he'll take different, maybe a third of a thing of Uncle Steve's Gator Shake and 3/4 of whatever, and just all mix it up. And
That sounds
sometimes-
good. The Gator Shake sounds interesting.
Gator Shake's
Some of my-
good.
Some of my best recipes have come from, I wonder if,
Oh, yeah.
type of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I do this and I do that, I wonder if it'd make it, I wonder if that tastes good,
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Because I
right?
wonder, yeah.
Why not? I'd take one of my new favorite combinations is taking where is it? Sweet and spicy are. And I don't think I have it around because I'm super low. Oh, there it is. And Smoke Bomb. I'm putting it on burgers. Oh, good Lord, it's so good. Damn.
Tom, holding up those
Okay.
things. I found the one I was looking for finally, the little shaker thing to put the spices in. Your Tommy
you
Mix
did?
shaker.
Yeah,
Your
okay,
Tommy
cool.
Spice. I'm going to call it Mikey Mix.
Mikey Mix. I like
There you
it.
go. There you go.
That's a catchy name. Oh, that's where I saw TPC earlier, and I thought, TPC's in the house? It's Music Logic. That's because of the channel. Ah, that makes sense. TPC in the house.
Dutch, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow. Save me a bottle for that. All right, please.
Yeah, but he's like the professional at the mixing. I think that's where the pig shake came from. Is Kent experimenting? Yeah, pig shake. It's in the house. It says Daddy Dutch approved on it, so that was from Kent experimenting with different combinations.
I have
flavors.
I call my pig mix that I made up with a little different twist to it, and but I can't when I go to the stores. I did a thing on my video today where I am not going to pay $8 for a small bottle of onion mix, granulated onion.
Yeah.
The prices are ridiculous. So
Yeah.
what I did was I took granulated onion. There he is.
There he is, man, the myth.
Yeah.
I took granulated onion and I got it for $3, same size bottle, and I blended it up myself, made it into granulated.
There you go.
Just
Okay, one thing. Hold on. One thing I gotta set straight here is Tom was asking about the Daddy Dutch Sweet Heat that I sent to Ms. J, a mutual friend that is his neighbor out in Las Vegas, Ms. Josie Rhodes. Road to Good Cooking, if you want to look it up on YouTube. Or probably TikTok. She's a 70-year-old TikToker now, so don't ask. But that is what I make. It's a pepper blend. It's out of my garden
okay.
that I add a little brown sugar and honey powder to. It is in no way associated with Uncle Steve's Shake.
Okay.
Now, you are right in the fact that a couple, 3 years ago, when Steve sent me his original 5 shakes at the time, I became mad scientist and I mix some gator shake, some thick meat, some original, and some
I
sweet
know
and
you
spicy
and
are
Uncle Steve's thick meat. I know all about
with
that.
with a couple other things, and that's how. Well, the original name was Pig Powder, was
Yes.
kind of created, so to speak.
Okay.
So it's kind of just the concoction I came up with of Steve's original seasonings, and I used it up here on pork for about 6 weeks, and then I called Steve and I said, "Hey, this is what I did." He says, "You did what?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
He said, "Send me the recipe." So I did. And that's kind of how that was born, so to speak. So,
Right on.
so Tom, the stuff you had is actually handcrafted, handmade in Iowa, not in Siena or Houston, Texas.
Okay. Okay.
Although I will give a lot of love to Uncle Steve. He supplied me with the bottles, the fresh seals, and the lids, so I am able to send it out.
Okay.
So Tom, if you go ahead and it's already June, and the new crop is in the ground, so you're going to get a 2-for-1 special.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
So you get a hold of me. If you want to call me, well, no, you got my number.
I got your number here.
Yeah. Not tomorrow. I'll be at a competition tomorrow, but or tomorrow night will work fine.
Okay.
Anytime after 6 o'clock your time.
Okay.
That'll give me time to get home, decompress, and
Yeah, no problem.
and rehydrate. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Are you camping? Are you camping right now?
Of course I am.
All right.
Cool.
Nice.
I love it.
those are on the ground, buddy. Probably. I figured they would be.
So what
Kid, is that a trailer or fifth wheel?
Neither.
Neither.
This here, what you have here is an
Oh,
RV,
wow.
Clark.
That's an RV, Clark.
Yeah, the shitter's full, Clark.
Okay. Looking good.
No, this is
Looking
a
good.
1999 Pace Arrow 37-footer with 2 slides.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Oh,
Pace Arrow,
man.
one of the best.
Oh, we just- we-
on fifth wheel or
We just got rid of a 90 Winnebago and upgraded to this. So
okay.
she ain't new, but she's ours, and damn it, she's pretty nice.
Right on.
Very good.
You know what's really cool about those things is they don't have a lot of miles on them. You know,
This one's got right at 70 on it.
is it for a 99? I
But 99, that's incredible.
exactly.
Yeah, but here's the deal. When we traded our other one in on this, I got this thing out on the interstate, and I saw a couple trucks coming about a mile up the road, and I merged onto the interstate. One went around me, and the second one didn't. And I was like, where the hell's he at? I looked down at my speedometer. I was doing 73 mile an hour, and I felt like I was driving my pickup.
Wow.
Nice.
It just cruises down the road. It's got a big Ford Triton V10 in it.
Okay.
So the only thing this thing won't pass is a fuel stop.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sounds like my 70 Camaro. Has everything but a gas station.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, I just wanted to pop in, clarify that real quick. We got some company here,
Good luck.
so I need to go back to them. I'll be listening to you in the background.
Appreciate it.
Mike, Tom, and Mark, it's great to see you again. Steve's
Steve.
out.
Steve, tell us how it goes.
All right. Later, boys.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Take care.
Now, what I did was I took what he sent, Miss J. She called me and she said, I got some stuff here from Daddy Dutch. She said, you got to try it. So, okay. I said, I'm not too sure with the sugar and stuff in it. She said, oh, just give it a little try, give it a taste, let me know what you think. She's, I think it's pretty hot. That's okay. But she comes over and she gives me the bottle. She says, take what you want of it. I said, okay. So I took a little cup and I poured a little bit into the cup and I gave her back the little cup. and I kept the rest of the bottle. No. So we
You
split
took her
it. We
serious.
split it up a little bit. And what I did with that was I took it and I made my own blend for blackening season
Okay.
for my seafood. You know, I do scallops. I'll do cod and stuff like that. I'll blacken it, and some shrimp and stuff. So that's what I use it for. But it's got the right amount of heat that I can't find anywhere else. Either it's too much hot or not enough.
There you
You
go.
know,
Yeah.
that I'm getting. So
Makes total sense. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tom, have you ever used chayote squash?
yes. I'm
What
not
is
a
it
big
called?
not a big fan of it.
Chayote? Chayote?
Yeah,
C-H-A-Y-O-T-E.
It's the funny looking.
It looks like a pear. It looks like a pear.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I don't particularly care for
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah.
also you got to be careful of, Mike, because of the carbs in that also.
Yeah, I was thinking of using it in when in something you would like a soup if it would normally have potatoes, cutting up one and putting it in there to have the same kind of look and feel to it as potatoes.
The problem with that stuff is the longer you cook that stuff, the more starchier it gets. It's almost
okay.
it almost gets like
Okay.
okra would get.
Mm.
Like the slimy
Oh wow.
type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slimy.
So you got to be careful with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see,
Because
Mike,
I was
we're at-
also wondering how it would work with doing like a potato salad with it too. But if it does that, that won't work for a potato salad then.
Has you ever heard of patty pan? Patty pan
Patty
squash?
pan.
Yeah, look at it's a.
I can't say as I
my
have.
wife, yeah, my wife loves that stuff. I was gonna find it. Probably goes by different names.
See, we're at the point right now. I mean, Mike's a couple years into it. I'm over a year into it now, to where we can start maneuvering around some stuff. We can have a little bit,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
of a carb or something like that. Or I try to
Right,
stay away
because
from
we're
sugar
fat adapted.
because I'm diabetic. I got to be careful with that. No matter
Yep.
what I do, I got to
Oh
stay
yeah,
away
well,
from sugar.
right. I do that because my wife's diabetic.
Yeah, exactly. So, and see the
Gotcha.
big difference. The
So,
big
yeah.
difference with Paige. Paige is type 1. I'm type 2. So I produce
Right.
too
Yep.
much insulin. She doesn't produce any.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the
And
big problem with it.
And rather than try and do two styles of cooking, I just do it all to suit
Yeah.
with what she has. And
In the wintertime,
works fine.
I'll use acorn squash. I'll make some soup with that with some beef,
Mhm.
or I'll do the what's the other squash? They have the yellow squash and
Butternut?
stuff like that. The butternut
Butternut?
squash. Yeah, that I got to
Yeah.
be careful because that gets a little bit, but if just a little bit. I'll make the butternut squash with pork.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's freaking delicious. I mean,
It makes a pretty decent substitute for sweet potatoes too.
yes.
You puree it.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much carbs as the sweet potato, but it's one
Right.
of the higher carb squashes that's there.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, your two lowest are probably the yellow and zucchini. Those are probably the two lowest squashes.
I'm at the
in
point.
carbs.
I'm at the point right now where I'm not trying to mimic anything else. Okay, I'm making it
Right.
my own.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? So,
Yep.
like with spaghetti squash and stuff like that, trying to make it into spaghetti. It's not spaghetti. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
So you got to make it the other way. So.
Yeah.
My
I
wife
don't-
loves spaghetti squash. No, I'm not a squash fan.
Dude, how do I get a hold of Uncle Steve's stuff? I mean, he has a website, I guess.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll share it.
If you could, please.
Yeah, absolutely. For $1.
Okay.
Take a check. Take a check.
Checks in the mail, dude. Come
Let me give you my credit card. 555.
on.
Tom says, you have
There
to
it
go to the billing department, and that's run by Helen Waite. So if you want to get paid, you got to go to Helen Waite.
Yeah.
That's just UncleSteveShake.com.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll do that.
Let's see what we can shop here. What
I
you want?
mean,
What
Yeah.
you want? Let's get some swag.
I mean, everybody I watch, I mean, is using Uncle Steve's stuff. So, you know.
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just got some of this in the mail. Looking forward to trying it. This is one of my faves. I have some. He gave me some about, 8 months ago. I have not tried it, believe it or not, but this is the bomb.
It's a smoke bomb.
Well,
Sweet and spicy is good. He also has just a spicy R, which is really good. Oh, little Stevie. Cute.
Cool.
So I have to watch out for that sugar. If there's stuff in there with sugar,
No.
it won't work.
No, he said half of his stuff don't have sugar, and that's
I hope he's got the ingredients on it on his website. I'll look and see what I see, and I'll try to order some if he's got the ingredients, and I can piece through and figure out exactly what does and what doesn't have sugar.
Steven just posted the site as well. Thank you, Steven. Terry in the house,
Oh, there
Madwood.
he is.
yeah. We're gonna get some Uncle Steve's. We're gonna ketorize him.
Right on.
It's like being a deputy.
You know, Mike, and you can always reach out to Uncle Steve and say, "Hey, what's going on?" The guy is always right there to help. There we go. The man, the
good.
myth, the best
Uncle
looking
There you go.
bachelor out there.
I am not worthy.
Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good, Steve.
Love
You
it.
know,
I'm percolating.
I tell you what it is. I have fat fingers, and typing was starting to just wear me down. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get on with these guys for a minute, answer anything and everything they have, and any questions you have at all. You were
made $1
talking about
million
the
bucks
sugar. There's
Oh.
really only a few of ours that have sugar in it. And there's some of the later ones,
Okay.
the original, the spicier, the gator, the thick meat, competition cow, no sugar.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's just,
Okay.
like I said, South Texas red, no sugar. Smoke bomb, no sugar.
Gotcha.
The sweet dessert
Cool.
shake, well, you're out of luck there.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet and spicier, pig powder, pig shake, and the bird shake all have some type of sweetener. And the lucky cow. I'm sorry, lucky shake.
Okay.
But the ones that went off in the first, no sweeteners in them. They're all just good basic seasonings, good basic spices, garlics, peppers, secret stuff.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, to be honest, shoot me a message. And if you do order something, and I tell everybody this, if you order something online, leave me a little room in the package. Order maybe one flavor, maybe two, and then mention where you saw me. Saw me on the dudes. We talked. You saw me in a Playgirl magazine. I don't know. Mention something to me, and then mention a flavor you might like to try. And 9 times out of 10, if there's room in the package, you're going to get to try that flavor.
Oh, cool. Very good.
Proudly display it right there.
I love it. I see it every time. I love it. But yeah, we try to be sensitive both on salt and on sugars. Nothing that we have now. Again, some of the competition ones that I named have some of the big kosher salt, which kosher salt is much better for you than the regular salt. But we try to keep the sodium level pretty low on them too.
Okay. See, on what we're doing is keto, so
Yeah.
we need salt.
Okay.
Right.
And we
Okay.
need
But
the
I don't
salt, so
use just any salt.
That's
Cow.
I'll use.
Yeah, we're kosher. We don't use C. Cow shake. If you like good sized chunks of anything, the peppers, that's going to be perfect. It has the kosher salt in it, and it has no sugar. The South Texas red.
Okay.
That's going to be that has big chunks of all kinds of stuff in it. And then you flip sides on the other side. The thick meat is all finer grain of everything.
Okay.
I am. Y'all may be able to help me out on this. I feel like I know something about how things cook. And I got in a discussion with a guy who was talking about briskets, and he said, never use anything with a fine powder because it seals off the brisket making a layer where the smoke can't get in so you don't get a smoke ring. Well, I do know that smoke rings in competition don't mean that much because smoke rings can be faked. But I got an argument. I said, no, smoke is finer than the finest stuff you can put on there. Smoke's going to penetrate in with the thick meat. It's all a smaller, finer grain. You get the best coverage possible. That's where if you don't like the big chunks, and I don't like big chunks as much, biting into a perfect piece of meat and then crunching down on a peppercorn, or a chunk of pepper ruins my next 4 bites.
Yeah.
So
Same with me.
Yeah, but then again, if you're using it on briskets instead of steak, if you're using it on briskets and you cook it down, that pepper gets soft and kind of that's what makes the bark. That's what helps thicken up that bark. So if you've ever heard anything about, and he was, well, I've studied science, and then I'm like, oh man, well, you must be a scientist. I told him, I said, you must be a scientist then, a meat scientist.
Yeah.
He said, well, no, but I've read a lot. And I went, yeah, I have too, but probably not what he's reading.
That's like the guys used to come into the restaurant, and on my prime ribs, I used to just make salt, pepper, and garlic. That was it. That was what I put on it, and we did it in what they call an Altasham. So I would use 10 full cut 109s and do them every night. Okay, and we went through 200 pounds of lobster every night. So I put it on there very lightly, and the guy says to me, "Can you put Montreal on there? Montreal seasoning?" I said, "I'll tell you what you do. You take that steak and go home with that steak and put your own damn Montreal seasoning on it. We don't serve that here. I'm sorry. That's what we do with it."
Yeah.
So you got a lot of rocket scientists out there that think they know what they're doing.
Here's $1.
I'm not a fan of the Montreal stuff.
What was the other one? The pig shake you said, or cow?
Okay. I'll run through the ones with sugar. I'm gonna run through the ones with sugar real quick. Sweet dessert.
Yeah.
Sweet and spicy.
R.
Yeah, R.
Sweet and spicy R.
Pig shake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working my way down. Lucky shake.
That's the ones with sugar.
And then the bird shake, we've actually changed just a little bit. It has, out of 30 pounds, because we actually mix in small batches. We mix in 30-pound batches.
Okay.
Because in regular, so we can make sure everything's just right. And when we bottle it, you mix in a big batch. Bottling, you can get some stuff in one bottle, some in another. We do small batch. We do 30-pound batches. In a 30-pound batch, there may be a pound of it is sugar, white cane sugar.
Okay.
And that's just as a touch of sweet because chicken needs us a touch. So that has a little bit. But yeah, we doctored that up a little bit because most of the competitions that you see for chicken, we were doing great in flavor, scoring huge in flavor, but not as much in appearance because everybody wants just a little bit of red color. They mistake it for smoke, judges. They want a little bit of red smoky color on their chicken.
Right.
So I took it, and out of that batch, I won't say how much, but we mixed in just a little bit of Hungarian smoked paprika.
Okay, cool.
So that it reddened it up just a touch, and we went from there. But those are the ones that have sugar.
Okay, cool.
In any amount. The others, nothing.
I like paprika. Paprika. It's a good thing. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I will be putting some together. I'll probably get 3 to start with, and give them.
Tom? Why don't you get 2 and mention the third or maybe third and fourth? Mention some other things you'd like to try.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Because that'll take care of me just a little bit, and I'll be able to take care of you just a little bit.
Understood. I like that. Thank you.
I was cleaning my garage the other day, worked a little bit here and there, and I ran across one of the 2 bottles that you sent me, Uncle Steve, when you were trying to figure out your chicken shake.
Yeah.
And there were 2 bottles. One was labeled 1, the other one's labeled 2. And you sent it out to like 10 people and asked which one was your favorite. And I think the vast majority of people came back and said the combination of the 2.
Yeah, they did. Well, and that's what we do when we come up with a flavor. Number one, it's going to be something that I like, but I'll send out either 10 between 10 and 20 little mini bottles like this, or if I don't have my minis, I'll put them in that, and I'll label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they're all just they're all a little bit different, and I'll send those sets of 10 out to 20 people. So I mean that's 200 bottles, and then I'll just say, hey, list your top 3 if you want to tell me why you can. To be honest, when they list their top 3, because I know the difference, I know why it's their top 3.
Okay.
Now, in doing that, I will be honest, it also kind of helps me profile people, because I'll do a lot of in what you like versus what I might remember to stick in an extra bag for you.
Well, okay, that makes total sense, because when you and I did this, you had mentioned that you like, that you go, Mike, you like Gator Shake, and I do. So that was one of the ones that we chose.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Gotcha.
But
you know, what cracks me up. It's this little funny story here, real quick. My grandson actually started me doing YouTubes. Pop, you should make a YouTube video. Okay,
absolutely. Why not?
So now when he watches at home, okay, he watches videos and he watches mostly everybody else that I watch. Okay, so he says to me, he says one night, he said, "Hey, Pop, do you have any Uncle Steve shake?" I said, "No, not yet." He said, "I think you better get some, Pop. I think you better get some." So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Well, and it's funny. Before I started, a pandemic made me start really hitting social media and developing the website. Before, I'd make small batches, and we had a big retailer, and it was fun. It was nice, but it's not diamonds. So big retailers, unless you're selling tens of thousands of bottles, which we're not, you're not making. I mean, I'll say my biggest retailer, who's actually represented on the screen right now, in someone's shirt, carries 3 of my flavors. That's it.
Gopher Mart.
Yeah, but we really don't make much on them at all. It's more ego and a little advertising. Sure. But we keep doing it because, again, it kind of makes me feel good. And hey, look, I was in those, and then I was just doing a tiny little bit. I was selling most of the bottles to my gymnastics students. My real job, I own a children's gymnastics company, and the word got around that it was Coach Steve's seasosoning, and the kids would eat their vegetables if Coach Steve's seasoning was on it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a great, yeah. The original, are you using the original? And
it was the original. At that time, I had the original, and then I had the spicier because some of my friends were, well, this is good, but man, this is nothing. I need something hot.
I remember when the Spicy R came out. I was like,
yeah. And but anyway, that is just for a long time. I was selling mainly to my gymnastics parents so they could make their kids eat vegetables. But I'll take it.
You were so right about the
nice,
mixing,
Steven.
How you get the different batches sometimes combined together with it. In the restaurant business, that was a big no-no.
Thank you.
Because your consistency wasn't there.
Yeah.
So if I send out a blackened steak and this and that, and all of a sudden had a different taste to it, bang, I lost them.
Well, and that's it.
They went somewhere else.
And as we grow, we continue to make more of the bigger batches.
Cool.
So but I can still we hand measured in, so I can look at it, I can tell exactly, and then I've gotten now where I can look at it by color. I'll look at something and go, oh, something's not in there, because Dutch was talking about his sweet heat, which is awesome. Again, I'm such a big Sally, I can't handle any heat at all. But I love trying. It's so good. And then I'm like, oh God, it's too hot. But he does an excellent job with that. he can sit and sample and go, you know, wait a minute, this is going to need a little bit more of this pepper. This is going to need a little bit more of this, because it's not all the same.
Right.
You know, and we talked about paprika. I made the mistake one time of ordering smoked paprika, but it was Spanish.
And
Spanish, it's not Hungarian. And so I threw out 25 pounds of Spanish smoked paprika. But I couldn't use it because that taste, I couldn't make the taste come out right. And I'm not about to send something out there. I would like to be like McDonald's.
Consistent.
In that consistent. Every bottle you get is going to be the same. It's going to be the same flavor, the same everything. So, and that's why
everybody uses you, because it's consistent. From what I see,
they know it, because you can't cook with seasoning unless you know your seasoning. I mean, that's just, I've had people say, oh, I must have put too much on there. You got to know the seasoning before you start using it.
Bingo.
It just, so.
I took what my neighbor was real good friends with Ken, and she brought me over his stuff. She said, I don't know, it's too hot for me. Try a little bit of it and see what you think.
Yeah.
But what I did was, because of the sweetness that was in it, I only used a little bit for the heat, and I made my own blackening season with it.
Yeah.
And I just today, my video I made today, I made buffalo shrimp, and was the last that I had of his that he sent, and I made my own blackening season with it.
Yeah.
And I made it with that. So I was saying, you know what, that was pretty good, because I can't, either it's the stuff that I buy in the store is either too hot or not hot enough.
Yeah.
If nothing's consistent, you know what I'm saying?
I believe the sweetener that he uses is a honey powder. I know he said that earlier. Yeah. Honey powder is, now he may not have trouble with it. Honey powder for us is so hard to work with, because the second humidity comes up, the second there's a little bit of dampness in the air, it clumps. Yeah. We'll have to go in with the shake. I can't make too much pig shake at once, because if I let it sit too long, it clumps. And so we have to go in there and just shake the donkey out of it to break it up. Wow. And that's the only bottle we have that says shake well before using. Now, when you use it, it's going to melt in. You cook with it, it's going to melt in. Yeah. But a lot of people look at it and go, man, this is all clumpy. It's ruined. Now, most of your seasonings last 2 to 3 years.
Yep.
They'll discolor. That's not really going to change the flavor. All that means is that they were kept in daylight or like fluorescent lighting too long, and the red faded a little bit. But you know, they last 2 or 3 years. But man, when the sweeteners start clumping up, whoo, you're in trouble.
No,
Jared. Oh my God. I am with Grumpus. If I try something different, I feel like I'm cheating on you, Steve. I'm not kidding. I've been with you since day one at my channel. I can honestly say that. And I've tried Rick's, and I like Rick's stuff.
Yeah.
God bless Rick. I love him to death, but I feel like cheating. I'm cheating.
That's not a planned thing, but it's a very much appreciated thing, you know, and that's, you get to know people, you start to like certain flavors. I'll be the first person to encourage somebody, hey, go on and try something new. You know, I did a little demo at a store here in Houston, and they don't sell much of my stuff at all, but I'm in there, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a demo for them. So I went in and did the demo, and I was talking to the guy, and he says, well, what do you know about most of these seasonings? And there was everything up there. And I knew about most of them. And I said, well, this one's pretty good, and this one's pretty good. And he said, well, you hadn't pointed out your own yet. I said, well, I'll get there. That's pretty good too, but you know, I want you to have what you like. And that's the thing. It's, you know, that's the only way as a business I'm going to grow, is if people like what we have, of course, and spread the word. But more than that, I want you to like what you're eating.
That's the trick right there.
Yeah, if it's one of my things, that's great. Yeah. If it's somebody else's,
you know what though, Steve? In this community that we have here,
yeah,
it doesn't matter if it's from CJ to, you know, whoever. You have supported us so much that I mean, look at that, right back there. You know, what are you going to do for Tom? Order 2 and I'll throw 2 in, or whatever.
Yeah.
You've supported us so much. It's a mindset in our opinion, or my mind, at least in mine, saying I have to. He supports me.
It's a loyalty.
Support him. Exactly.
It's a friend's loyalty,
Yes.
and it's very much appreciated. I like it, but it's also one of those things. It's rare that I've turned on a few people that order and then think that I'm Amazon and I can put it in their mailbox the next day. And they email me cussing me. I can't believe it. And I told one guy, I said, listen, I have your address. I have your phone number. You will receive your order. USPS says it's going to be a few days late. I'm putting your name and your phone number and your address on our do not ever sell to again list. And it's I said, so don't waste your time unless you call me in person and apologize. Here's my phone number. And I've actually done it 3 times. One guy called and said, "Oh, Uncle Steve, I'm so sorry. It was the tone of the text. It came across wrong," when he was probably the worst one. That was, I can't believe a shoddy organization where, how are you ever expect you're just a scammer? And I'm like, whoa, hey.
You wouldn't type that if you didn't mean it, right?
That's right. Yeah. You're not just angry and saying it. You're taking the time to bang those keys out. So.
I'm with Memphis. If I want, you want guaranteed results, go with Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me twice.
You'll get it.
My thing was, I'm doing this keto thing, but I cook for a living, so I'm doing a little outside the box of what everybody else does with keto. Okay, and what my thing is that the more you season it, make it your own, the better off you are with it, because now that's your go-to food rather than doing with a barbecue sauce. I make my own barbecue sauce and stuff like that to fit my needs as far as being diabetic. So I got to make sure I do it that way. But now being in the barbecue community, sometimes I feel like the brown pair of loafers in a tuxedo shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like outside the box with everything. But if I bring it all together, other people say, well, you know what? We can use this kind of stuff. We try the steak that way, or we can try the pork that way and stuff. So I think it's a little bit better, easier for us, me and Mike, to do it that way. And like I said, I'm saying, Uncle Steve's got it going on, because everybody I'm talking to uses his shakes, uses all his stuff. So that to me is consistency is the best.
Yeah, well, and it's one where it started, and one of the first social media things I did was with Kent and CJ on their show, and they would pump it. And I finally called both of them and said, "Hey, I love that y'all are pumping this. I like being a sponsor. Make sure that you actually like it. The last thing I would ever want somebody to do was pump it up because they didn't like it. But I got to tell you, we have good stuff. And so I've eased that back a little bit. If someone says they really like it, it's not because I'm a nice guy. It's not because I donated a bunch of bottles to this or that. It's because they like it.
It's good.
And that's a trust thing that is really important.
You got Secret Barbecue in 805. Want to know when are you going to start making your barbecue sauce in gallons? Well, that's interesting, because that is one of the only things that we are not big time producing. The sauce, and it says it on the bottle, it's not made in an FDA certified facility for sauce. It doesn't have the certain allergens. It does have sweets in it. I'm looking at my stove in my house about 15 feet. That's where we make it in 30 to 40 bottle batches. And I'm opening cans and dumping, doing this. So it's hard to make it in a bigger bottle. Now, it caught on a lot faster than I expected. And I am toying with the idea of going to a bigger bottle. I won't raise the price because it's a $9 bottle already. I had to do that because we're making it in small batches. But
I'm thinking I'm going to go up to at least a 16-ounce bottle instead of the 12-ounce bottles, because even when I use it, I use it 2 or 3 times and it's gone. And I'm like, man, I'll tell one of my daughters, Lainey, go get me another bottle. And I'll hear, Dad. So, you know, in Texas, we have a ice cream company called Bluebell.
Mhm.
And Kent, of course, swears that Blue Bunny is this and that. And people in Texas swear that Bluebell is we don't have much Blue Bunny down here, but we have tons of Bluebell. And their logo, one of their logos is we eat all we can and we sell the rest. And I'm kind of like that with the sauce.
Steve, I used to live in Katy.
Oh yeah.
I lived in Katy for about 3 years.
That's 15 minutes away from me on the highway.
When we moved out of Florida, came across country I live out in Vegas now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went through Texas, went through Houston, holy crap, I couldn't believe it.
Oh, everywhere.
I mean,
yeah.
It was nuts. It was completely crazy.
But Bluebell right now, Bluebell, Whataburger, and HEB are the three biggest. Now, Frack right now put out HEB has the best ice cream. HEB is a grocery store, and they're doing what so many of the other stores are doing, in that they're like, hey, why should we buy this from you? We can have someone produce it for us. And HEB has had some, they call it Creamy Creations, I think. And they pulled out all the stops because they understand it's not about making big money fast. It's about making pretty good money forever and ever and ever.
There you go.
And that, you'll look at, and I'll revert that again. That's another one of my kind of business philosophies. This seasoning thing is fun for me. It's not my main source of income. It started out as just a hobby. Now we operate in the black, and I enjoy a little extra income, but it's not the main. If I had to stop tomorrow, knock on wood, I'm not going to do it. I'd be fine. So I can afford to send out a few more extra bottles here and there, buy some extra swag, donate to this, do that, because I'm not living off the money. I want to make a little bit of money for a long, long time, as opposed to I'm going to bang it out and I'm going to try to get rich in the next 6 months off of it, and then it'll burn itself out and I'll have nothing left.
Cool. Yep, that's the way to be.
Yep. So
Grandpa says, true, Jared. HEB sells Bluebell. So
yeah, they do.
HEB got the best.
But well,
we have some of the stores around here that sell Bluebell here in Atlanta.
They've last I saw, HEB kind of shifted the positioning around, where most of their stuff is getting a little better shelving, if you will.
Shelf life a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm running into that with one of my vendor or one of my retailers. I'm on the bottom shelf now, and the numbers have cut down. Again, I'm still happy to be there, and I understand it's because the profit margin off the bottle. We sell a regular bottle to them instead of the big bottle, but they want the regular bottle because it's a second option if someone doesn't want the big 12 or 13 ounce bottle. But we've dropped to the bottom, and I'm happy with that. I'm fine as long as I kind of ride that horse till I can't ride anymore, and then I'll get on another one.
You're in the race. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's all. I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to be. I mean,
I agree with you on the stores doing their own brand, and instead of, because Kroger, we have Kroger's big here, and they have as far as store brands, they have got some kicking store brand stuff.
Yeah, all the stores like that have upped the quality of their brand. So they've kind of taken that philosophy a little more of, if we're going to put our name on it, it's got to be representative. It's got to be good.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah. So
you're always going to have that somebody who wants to buy the generic crap.
Yeah. See, and I'm old enough where I can remember going through. Let's see, what was it? Not Walgreens. It was at one of the grocery stores here, and seeing the white label beer.
Generic
Regular. You remember regular cans of beer, white label, and all it said was beer.
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 Yeah.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I saw in Kroger
Oat
today.
circles.
I saw in Kroger today, in the beer section, a white can of beer, and it said on there emergency beer.
see, that's marketing though. That's marketing because every single beer drinker is going to get that to put in his beer fridge.
Yeah.
Just so his friends, hey, no, you go in my beer fridge and get it just for the laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's like when I was in Texas, either you drank Coors or Lone Star. And if you didn't drink Lone Star, get ready to fight on the way out. I mean,
that's right.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy.
So,
well, I'll get a hold of you. I'll send you out the stuff.
Like I said, give me a message on the order notes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm literally, God, and I know if people go on there and say, "Hi, Uncle Steve," I'm liable to stick because we have one of my favorite things that we do is a 12-bottle gift pack, but it's little bottles about this big. There's every flavor we have in that gift pack, and they're awesome. Around Christmas time, I can't make them fast enough, but right now we'll make them, and I'll take even those bottles. And if someone says anything, if they say, "Hi, Uncle Steve," they say, I'm going to stick another flavor in there. But you talk about that flavor profiling. Okay. If somebody likes I had somebody order 2 big bottles of Gator Shake. I just finished a bunch of shipping. I went and got something that has a couple of the similarities to Gator Shake, but is something completely different. Stuck that in the bag.
Gotcha.
It's actually our bird shake. I stuck just a little enough to do 2 cooks, a little bottle like that, because if they like that, they're going to like the other.
I think when the sweet spicy art came out, you gave me one of those little bottles. I still have it.
Yeah. Now the sweet and spicier, that's the one that's lots of sugar.
Okay.
That's stay away from that one.
Yeah, definitely. You said like have the paprika, it'll clump. If I have too much sugar,
the honey powder clumps up. Yeah.
That's what it'll do to my blood.
Well, I mean, and it's almost as hard to work with as brown sugar and that's the problem with the pig powder. The honey powder and the brown sugar in the pig shake, man, the brown sugar had a little moisture to it. The honey powder is just like, dry like cinnamon. That clump there is just huge. I mean, it'll kill you. It'll get you.
Good. We're in. I'm in. I'm in. Definitely going to try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
gonna get going in a minute. I'm gonna wait till Mike comes back. But y'all, I mean, feel free to as always, spread the word. Call me, email me, anything like that, because I'm always available.
Yeah, very good.
There's that little one. Yeah, I used to have my cell phone number on the bottles, but I had to take that off. Just because people were calling me to order, and I'm like, oh no, go on the website. So I finally, for the first year, I had my cell number on the bottles. But
I think I have one of those bottles.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, I'm sure.
Yes, this one right here, Steve. Oh, I'm not going to show everybody. Yep,
I'm sure it's there. And I tell you, one of the other things we do that's fun that I enjoy are the custom labels. Because I'm artsy and I know how to work my computer, we do the custom labels. So I'll have somebody call, hey, it's what's that, 1500, Mike?
Yeah, 1500.
My 1500. It takes 5-10 minutes to run out custom labels if I'm not doing anything, which I have a little time with that. And then we print out how many we need. So we do weddings. Cool. Every teacher at my daughter's schools get Merry Christmas from the Browns shake bottles, has a picture of us dressed up in Christmas, and it has all the stuff it needs on it. And most time nutritional value. Now, if they're giveaways, I don't have to put nutritional values on there. but I'll put some anyway. And the website does contain ingredients and nutritional values of everything.
Good. Very good.
So,
Here's a question.
but yeah,
Okay, I like that.
On my old talk show, Kent, actually, for the first time ever, showed a picture of you in a leather. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And somehow or another, it made it onto a label. Who did that label?
I did.
Okay.
See, here's what happened. I'll be the first person to laugh at myself.
I'm the same way.
In
I'll laugh
my-
at you all day.
I do that.
That's right. In my younger years in college, I would do almost anything. So I paid my way through college. I was a handyman. I worked rec department. I lifeguarded, and I modeled because I was lucky enough to have a little bit of a look where people would say, "Oh, hey, I'm going to buy what he's wearing." And one of the sororities came to me and said, "We want to do a photo shoot with you." And it's a sorority for our calendar. Yeah, hey, I'm going to tell you what, when a sorority wants you to do something, you do it in college.
Exactly.
So I was Mr. November. I had that nice, anyway. So they were laughing and talking about all this and that. And I sent the picture to Kent because we were sending pictures back and forth. You know, he sent me one with bangs and a mullet, you know, or something like that he had. Embarrassing. Well, he kept it and he showed it online. And I went, you know what? I'll do him one better. So I printed up some labels. And it's Uncle Steve's Sexy Shake.
Sexy shit. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
And I sent it out to some of the guys, you know, just 3 or 4 of the guys, sent them out. And to this day, but I did those labels myself. Just because, hey, if you can't laugh at yourself,
That's it.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
So
I paid my way through college doing things too, but I never modeled.
it was a
No.
shocker to me because it actually turned into some money because some people saw it. And back then, I'm going to date myself, there's a company called Benetton's. And Benetton's was the new up and coming fashion label of active clothes. And they contacted me and I ended up going all over Texas doing shows at other colleges. So like in Bryan College Station where they have Texas A&M, great school, huge school. There was a bar, most of them were bars. So there was a bar there that I did a full run. I'll say a runway show, but it was on the dance floor. I did a full show there with a whole bunch of girls. And hey, you know what? Money, girls at a bar, you can't beat that.
Yeah. What more?
Yeah, I
than that?
use
What
it.
else?
No.
Yes.
And
So,
good barbecue.
And good, but yes.
There you go,
Yes.
Well, he is in Texas, right?
Yeah.
He was in Texas. So.
Yeah. So,
That's
all
fun.
right, hey guys, I got to
job's in
take off. I'm
college.
gonna try to get to sleep a little bit early and get up and do some more shipping. I'm out for the night, but thank you for letting me jump on.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by.
And
It was a pleasure to meet you.
I'll be in
Yeah,
touch,
y'all-
It was a
Steve.
pleasure to meet you.
Contact me for anything you need.
I'll be in touch. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Take care.
Great guy.
Yeah, well, most
Tom,
of
I
my
had
jobs
this
in
number.
college were working in the field.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And I used to call myself, they said, well, what do you do? I said, I'm outstanding in my field. Meaning I'd be in the field standing there and I was outstanding in my field.
Very good.
Y'all didn't get it. Never mind.
Scarecrow.
Never mind.
Yeah. Right over here.
I'm not good multitasking, Mike.
How many? That's because Marie. How many trips with drinks has Marie made? With cocktail hour, that's like 4.
Which one's this?
What
That
you got
doesn't
there?
look like
What's
vodka
that?
to me.
What's that?
This
No.
is a red wine spritzer.
Nice.
Oh,
Now, is red
Okay.
wine keto-ish? It's got to be if you're drinking it.
It
certain
is and
ones
it
of them
isn't.
are.
What?
Certain ones are more better than others.
Yeah, this is a Chianti, so it's a blended
Yes,
wine,
blended wine. Yep.
and the sugar content it's not as high as normally, but with me, alcohol drops my blood sugar.
I'd be drunk all the time, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean
That tends to be the case
Try
with
to
a lot of
explain that
diabetics.
to her.
Alcohol has an effect of that.
that's why I
Alcohol
got
has
to
that
wear
effect.
this.
It tends to lower it. So where's the fava beans?
But
Fava beans? That one went over my
Yeah,
head,
you
too,
didn't.
Mike.
Oh,
He did,
oh man, it's remember
Clarice.
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
Clarice,
Yeah. What did
come
we say? That
closer,
was,
Clarice.
Oh, yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
And I
yeah.
and
God,
I ate his brain with fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
See, I immediately thought of Dumb and Dumber with fava beans.
Yeah. The best thing you drink is vodka, actually, vodka and club soda with
It's
some
weird
kind of
because
lemon.
vodka's made out of
Yeah,
Yeah, but the way
yeah, but it doesn't have any sugar in it. You're good.
Yeah,
You're gold with it. Yeah,
the carbohydrates, though, what it turns into
there's
carbohydrates.
zero carbs in vodka.
Yeah. So on some of them, Tito's is 0, and this new one I got out of
right.
the one I got out of Texas. Something.
Yeah, you got to
John's.
watch
Tito's
it.
is out of Texas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about tequila?
That they,
Tequila?
Oh, yeah.
no.
You go
No.
if you see me with tequila, start dialing 911.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that and gin. I can't drink gin. I'm an Irishman, so
Gin?
I can drink pretty good. I mean, over the years in the bar business, restaurant
Gin's-
business, I used to
gin's
hold my
keto,
own,
though,
no problem.
Is gin
What's that?
keto? Is gin keto?
No, yes,
No. Yes.
yeah, it is, but not for me. It's not.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my phone
It's,
number turns into a bail bondsman.
Yeah, it's the clear liquors tend to be lower in carbs than the dark liquors.
That's what I was going to say, because there's tequila out there that is clear. But then again, there's rums
Yeah.
out there that are clear as well. So
Yeah, that and the
Right.
Scotch. The
Right.
Scotch don't bother me, but I do a lot of cooking with bourbon. I do. I make a bourbon chicken and stuff like that. I do a lot with that. So
yeah, but don't you pretty much burn off everything? Or?
yeah, it does. You get more of the flavor, but it's
Yeah.
a little bit more high in sugar in it. So
Gotcha.
Right.
yeah.
Which I'm going to make on my channel soon. You ever had a rum chata?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to make that. I'm going to make a keto version of that.
Okay.
Cool.
I made a tequila sunrise
So
once and
that's-
used like a clear tequila with a diet
Mhm.
Sunkist. Boy, that was
Ooh.
good.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think, the one that I have bloopers on where I kept calling the tequila vodka. And the camera guy was like, oh, dude, it's tequila. All right. We're making.
I got a friend. I got a friend that when he drinks beer, he's fine. Drinks bourbon, he's fine. Put tequila in him, he's gonna fight everybody in sight.
Some alcohols are like that. Malt liquor's like that for me. I'm not fighting. I get grumpy, very grumpy.
Mm.
But normally, if I'm drunk, I'm a lover. I want to talk to everybody, and I want to, hey man, I'm not a hugger, but man, I want to give me a hug, man.
When he
You know,
gets drunk with beer and other liquors, he's a lover and he's the life of the party. He's a comedian and he's really not. He's all right, but you put tequila in him, he is a mean SOB.
We used to get done work,
Mm.
and like I said, 2:00 in the morning, and we were like 40 miles out of the city. We jump on a turnpike, and I'd head in to Lower Manhattan, Little Italy. And I used to go to this place called Vincent's. Vincent's would make the calamari, but I knew the cook, and he would make me shrimp and calamari, okay, and bring out a big, tall glass of Chianti, okay, and he put ice in it. And normally don't do that. And he said, but tonight we're gonna give you the little ice. They give me the ice and stuff like that, and then we'd go back and forth about. I tell him the sauce is not hot enough. Right? Are you Irish son of a bitch? He'd go in the back and he'd come back out with another. And each time he come out with a different sauce, the sauce was getting deeper red, almost purple looking. Okay? And tears are coming out, smoke's coming out of my ears, and I wouldn't give in. And so I'm eating hot sauce and drinking wine.
No.
Not a
Oh,
good
man.
combo. Not a good combo.
Grumpus?
that's
Grumpus Grumpus, you at NASA control there? Because you keep looking at all these other monitors.
No, I know.
He just
Yeah,
took off.
Rick.
You're looking all around. Uh-oh.
Guys, I got to do a
Lost Grumpus.
refill. So talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I got to hit the bed in a minute.
Yeah. But I'll be right back.
I'm starting.
Okay, I'll be here. Where the hell Grumpus?
I'll be
go?
here till you get back. He probably come back. He probably got knocked out or something. But
What
he
you
was
got
looking
doing
all over the place like he had other monitors, and I'm like, man, the man's at mission control at NASA.
What you got planned for the weekend?
We didn't get to do a get together last weekend for Father's Day, so we're gonna do one tomorrow.
Cool.
And so, everybody wants pizza, so we're gonna pick up Marco's Pizza, and I'm gonna do one of their pizza bowls.
Okay, cool.
And but I'm gonna make salad for it because if other folks brought it, the salad would consist of lettuce. That's it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some stuff in it and make it a salad.
Cool. We're doing nothing. We're
Other than
gonna
that,
hang out.
nothing. I'm gonna go do a hike. I'm gonna go do a hike at some point this weekend. Hit the trail and do a hike. Me and the dogs, and maybe I'm hoping Paige will be able to go.
I used to walk around the complex. Now it's getting hotter and hotter. So I've been backing off that. Plus, like I said, I've been doing the editing, and I switched over to another editor and trying to get that down right and get Marie going with her stuff. And then
one of my dogs is 11 years old, and the older he's in great shape, and doctors can't believe how old he is. But when it's really hot and we go hiking, but when we get home, you can tell it took a toll on him. And so I got to watch him. I take water on the trail with us, and he gobbles it up while we're on the trail.
See, that's what Marie does for me. When I get home, she puts a bowl of water down for me, and I'm good to go.
There you go. Hey,
Mike, you look different with a haircut. I swear to God, you do. You look different with a haircut, Mike.
He can't hear you.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
I look different with a haircut?
Yeah. There he is.
Look.
How y'all doing?
Oh,
Mr. Grumpus, what's up?
did y'all get?
Doing all right?
Doing all right. When's your birthday?
Percolate.
Is it coming up in a few days?
You all talking about different things that liquor makes you do. It makes me jump on live streams.
It does help, doesn't it?
It helps.
Grumpus, my wife told me I ring that damn bell one more time, she's going to hit me in the head.
Oh, he's wearing a
Man, I got to get me one of them bells.
Yeah.
My wife will kill me.
I told her tonight, I said, we're going to go on live tonight. She said, ring that damn bell again. She said, you had your fun with that. That's enough of that crap.
Guys, I did hear from Patrick.
What's up with Patrick?
Patrick is working today, so it's Saturday. Oh my God.
What does Patrick do?
So the thing about it,
I think Patrick runs a
what does
cleaning
Patrick
company.
do?
He does. He runs a cleaning company.
Cool. Very
He's
good.
had a boatload of jobs. So.
The
But this one
impressive thing
seems-
is not that you get her to bring you the out whatever you're drinking when you ring the bell. It's that when you ring it, she appears almost seconds later with the drink, like she was. I anticipated this. I knew you were going to do it.
Hey, I got a question. Madwood, Terry, weren't you were talking about a sandwich, trying to come up with a signature sandwich? Whatever became of that?
Like a collab type of thing?
No, on Facebook he was talking about doing a signature sandwich. I believe. I think it was Terry. I could be wrong.
Well, Mike, how's your wife doing? Did you say she's having surgery?
She did. She had a minor one on Wednesday, and yeah, it was Wednesday. She's doing a lot better. We went and saw Top Gun Maverick last night, which was a nice surprise. And
That is a fine movie.
it is. I enjoyed it. It's different than the first one. to a lot
It
of
is.
Yeah.
But I told people that movie is the best movie I have seen in probably since before the pandemic started.
It makes me want to go back and see it. I love the flashbacks. And the ending was great with the plane. I mean, it was just perfect.
Right. You know, everybody saw the ending coming, what it was going to be, but it still was great.
Yeah.
I think the last movie I seen was Urban Cowboy. That's the last time I went to them.
That dates yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you making a movie called Bourbon Cowboy?
Vino.
Vino Cowboy. All right, so it was
the Chianti Kid.
Chianti Kid comes staggering into town. What's going on? Need some help?
Singing his favorite cowboy song. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza.
With a twang, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good, Terry. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh.
I'm sorry I was so late, fellas. I just got in just a few minutes ago.
No, it's all good. All good. Mike said he's got to sleep.
We're gonna need a note from your parents, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you were late.
Oh. Yeah.
I used to have on my phone the ringer for my parents is, does anybody really know what time it is? I remember my stepdad waiting at the door.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, my wife says to me the other day.
Ringer on her phone.
My wife says to me the other day, she said, "You know what's nice?" She said, "Stop and think about it. It's nice that you guys can get together, right? You hang out with a bunch of guys, have your drinks, and be home.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about driving nowhere and this and that."
Not going to get a DUI tonight.
I said, "You know what?"
No.
I said, "That's pretty good." I said, "But where I'm at, the service sucks." And that's when she said, "Ring that damn bell one more time."
You know, to add to that,
remember it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is my head hurt right there?
No, and then she'll after I do this, she'll tell me what kind of story she's going to be writing the next time
about the Chianti Kid.
Yeah, about how
that's a great story, Marie.
Yeah, and how the husband gets killed by a leg of lamb, frozen leg of lamb.
I think she ought to do a story on the Chianti Kid, man.
yeah.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, law enforcement's here, man. To talk about that, does anybody really know what time it is? My stepdad goes, "You want to make your car sound really cool? Put some headers and glass packs on it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, hey, that's cool." Took me a long time. Well, took me a long time to ask him why. I kind of figured out after a while why. Because the damn car was so loud that he could hear me come home.
Yeah.
That's why he would be waiting at the door if I was late.
I would.
Yeah.
My mom would always leave the outside light on, okay, and the light on in the kitchen. So when you come in, so my father had this deadbolt lock. I think it came from a prison. You put this big key in and turn it, and bang, 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 make the noise. Try to be real quiet. One night I come rolling in and no lights on.
Oh.
And I had a few sips, and I said, "Oh, this is not going to go over well." I walk in nice and quiet, walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden I get jumped from behind. I'm thinking it's my father. It was my mother. She beat the shit out of me from behind. Bang, bang, and my mother would hit you with syllables. "Don't ever come in the house that late again."
You remember the episode of Happy Days where Richie's taking his date to the door and he starts leaning up against the door frame and he's ringing the doorbell.
Yeah.
He knows he's ringing it. Literally happened to me. Literally happened to me.
That's funny.
That's good. That sounds like a good sandwich, Terry. I'd take 2 of those to go, please. Pulled pork with mac and cheese. Oh.
I've been on a jalapeno kick for a while now. And
Poblano's here. But I get it.
I miss the Italian long hots. Can't get them. I can't find them anywhere. So I like a little heat. But the past couple times now, the jalapenos haven't been hot at all. So what I made for today, I cut up the jalapenos, left the little seeds in there, and I spun it around in the pan. I dug. It took my breath away because I'm not expecting. Oh.
You could add that into Marie's story with the Chianti kid.
When it killed it. God
my son and his family are in town right now, and we met them and went out to eat yesterday, and they had a dip, and it was a horseradish dip, and my daughter-in-law, she said, "Ooh, I feel it." you know how you feel the horseradish in your nose.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said, I feel it, you know.
My grandpa had a horseradish plant growing next to his outhouse, and it made, it was the leaves. I'm not sure where horseradish comes from, but that leaf.
It's the root. You get the root on there.
It's the root. Root is what it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I use a lot of poblanos because the wife can't handle the jalapenos. So if I want any hot peppers at all, I use poblanos.
I love
and
poblano.
I can get away with it.
Well, my wife can't handle any heat whatsoever.
Mine as well.
Hormel chili makes her break out into a sweat.
Woo!
Wow.
Well, my wife's getting more like that. She had COVID a couple of years ago, and her taste buds just changed all crazy like. So she can't handle hardly any heat at all.
Marie didn't like anything hot, nothing hot. So when we lived in Florida, I used to get my little chilies. Then I used to get the Italian long hots. They're about that long, and she would actually take the seeds out when I clean them. She would take the seeds, and we started growing our own in little pots and stuff like that. So I would make peppers, onions, regular peppers, and I cut up these Italian red hots in there. And she said, "Well, what do you eat?" I said, "I'm just having a little bit of this, Huh? You don't make none for me? Try it. Try it." I figured this would stop it. She went, "Ooh, it's got a little bit of heat, but it's good." Here we go. So I lit the fuse. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now she's good with it. She has no problem with it. I mean, nothing stupid. Nothing stupid.
I like the pepperoncinis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are
great on a sandwich, man.
Yeah. There was an Italian restaurant when I was in Jersey that made pork chops, and they would dump the whole pickled cherry peppers, the whole thing. But the cook would do is he'd take them and he'd cut them a little bit, not cut them in half, but just open them up so some of the seeds would come out and some of the juice. Put that over top of the pork chops, and then finish cooking it off, and the chops would get nice and tender, but it had some heat to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she tried it. She said, "This is a little too hot." But then a couple of weeks ago, she said to me, "Hey, do you think you can make them pork chops like that with the heat?" Okay. Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, I've heard people say, "Oh, just take the seeds out of there. They're not hot anymore." No, you better take the veins too if you're going to.
Yeah, the rib. Yeah, you better take
that. Yeah, boy, oh boy, because that if you get some of them and you leave those in there, you'll regret it. Y'all ever had a ghost pepper?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I have.
And I know I'll never have another.
Damn near killed me. Damn near killed me.
That's ridiculous, right there. I mean, just to see when I make for my wings and stuff, which I can't find out here. Mike, it's almost a joke. I don't know what you paid for. I don't know how many wings you have. Would you have 6 wings?
Yeah, 6 to 8 for $6 to $8.
Yeah. For a bag
there
of
were
12,
6, and there were 3 flats and 3 drums.
3 for a bag for a dozen. Okay, it's almost $40.
Good God.
$39 and change. Yeah, it's almost a joke.
Man.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take chicken thighs. I'm going to bone them. I'll cut them in half, and I'll wrap the skin around them, and I'll tie them up a little bit, and I'll make them thighs like with the
chicken thigh is the best, anyways.
Yeah, with the buffalo sauce on it.
Yeah, I'd do chicken thigh anything.
For $40, I can buy 8 whole chickens.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, it's almost like they're pinpointing, people, for ribeye. Back in the day, ribeye was a cheap steak because back then the fat content was too high, so you don't have the
Oh
fat.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can't have
Okay,
that at plants.
That's the way you
you
ended up.
can't. Now you
They
can't
used
touch
to
them.
give the brisket away to the help. They used to give brisket away to the help because
Really?
it was coming from the underbelly of the cow, so they didn't want anything to do with it, and the help found a way of making it taste good, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna keep it now,"
Yeah, and I seen today.
That's
I
how
seen
we ended up.
a top sirloin. Top sirloin. It's probably about 20 some pounds. I guess it was 18 pounds. I think maybe. That was almost $90. Yeah. What are you doing?
Wow, man.
One thing I've never done is a brisket, but I want to treat chuck roast like a brisket one of these days and try it.
Oh, it comes out great. Really does.
I'm telling you, that one you cooked had my mouth watering.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. Yeah. My grandma used to make chuck roast, but of course for her she had this big yellow pan. It was just full of some water in the bottom and salt, pepper, and maybe potatoes, corn, or whatever. Throw it in the oven at 350.
Was it
4 hours?
Was it that town that did the roast in the slow cooker recently? The last couple of days.
I think
I think
so.
it was, and he said, "All I got's a plastic fork," and he stuck it through, and that thing just went sunk right to the bottom. I'm going, "Oh yeah, I'm in."
That's cool, man. Nothing wrong with that.
And it's got a good taste to it too. I mean, yeah, brisket. I mean, you can't beat it. We would take them and corn them and make corned beef.
Oh yeah.
And then I would take it from there. I would take it one step further and then make a pastrami out of it.
Ooh. Craig from Behind the Garage Barbecue did something like that.
Yeah.
See, I've never tried to make a pastrami. I have corned some beef before, but I've never tried to make a pastrami from it.
You can buy an already done corned beef, from the store and take it. But you need to smoke it though. It's got to be smoked.
Okay.
That's what Craig did too.
Yeah, you gotta put the smoke to it in order for it to come out. I mean, you could do it the other way in the oven and stuff, but it just don't have that flavor, And on that one there, when you make the rub for it, see, I don't put any binders on anything. I like to just, season it like that and leave it like that. I don't like to put any kind of binders and stuff. So, with that said, though, I like it a little bit hotter, so I will put a little bit more cayenne on it, into the rub with the coriander and the black peppercorns and all stuff like that. And then I'll put a little bit more cayenne on there, put that in there, put it in the smoker. Man, it's good.
Yeah, Music Logic says the crock pot chuck roast is old time greatness. He's right.
Yes, it is.
That's what my wife does.
He also said
pepperoncinis.
He also said the Carolina Reapers are fire. He's right. I had one time, and that damn near killed me too.
No thanks.
I took one bite, and that was it. That was it. One bite, and I was done.
I got a couple of habaneros. I left it out in the open, no plastic bag, nothing. They're up in my spice closet. And Marie says to me, "Don't you think you should wrap them up in something?" I said, "No, ain't nothing going to mess with them. Ain't no bacteria, nothing going to get rid of them."
Not a chance. You can go back there a year from now; they'll still be sitting there just looking like that.
She used to grow when we were in North Carolina. We used to grow hot peppers, and a ton of them. Take them and I dry them, and then we crush them up, and that would be in our shaker jar. So when we moved from North Carolina into Florida, getting real low on all our spices because we made all our own that we grew, So she says, she got from the store. I had them long hots, and she grew some. And then when we cut them, she took the seeds again and grew them again. So she said, "I'm going to dry these." Okay. And then she had some little ones that we dried. I tell you what, I still got some. Hey, on murder. I used just a little bit on there, and they're just regular hot peppers.
Gotcha.
I mean, they'll light you up. No,
What's that, Mike?
I had some jalapenos the other day. That was the hottest damn jalapeno I ever had in my life.
Sometimes they can be. Sometimes they're mellow.
Yes. It is. You never know what you're gonna get, like a box of chocolates.
Easy, Forrest.
It's true, Forrest. Tom, have you ever made? And I always butcher Birria tacos. Birria tacos.
No.
They're
No.
the best tacos around, man.
Really?
Yes. They
BIRRA.
yeah. Oh, you
I
do
have
tacos?
made those.
They got the little sauce. You dip your taco in the sauce.
Yeah, I have made
Those
that.
food
It was a
truck.
long time back. I don't even remember how I made them now.
I have a buddy who owns a food truck, and he's from Mexico City, and he makes the best birria tacos.
Really?
Oh, so good.
We would.
Just dip it in the meat or the broth that comes with it.
When I lived in Texas, we we took a long weekend and went to Nuevo Laredo,
Okay.
down on the border.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore.
It might not come back.
We're walking, and I had to work overtime the Friday before we left on Saturday, and I had that Monday off, so we were going for a long weekend. So this is my first wife. So my daughter was little, and we're walking, and I'm holding my daughter's hand, and my wife's in front of me, and some little girl comes up, and she's tugging on my wife's pocketbook. Okay, and she had marijuana. She was trying to sell marijuana. So my ex-wife is thinking that it was my daughter tugging on her. She turns around and smacks the kid.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
I said, "Are you nuts?
Wow.
Are you
Where's the border
crazy?"
crossing?
So it was hot as
That-
hell. And we stopped in
man.
a little. Get this, we stopped in a little Mexican restaurant, and
In Mexico?
yeah, Mexico.
Imagine that.
And they brought us out the water and stuff. So everybody's like, "No, don't drink the water. Don't drink the water." But it was so friggin' hot. I said, "Let me have the ice." Not thinking.
Oh, how'd that work out for you?
Yeah, but it didn't bother me. It was all right. But I mean,
I had the water. I've been to Mexico like three or four times. I've had the water, never bothered me.
And then we
Not
went
once.
that day. We went back across the border and back into Laredo and stayed there.
Laredo.
But I mean, it was really no difference. I mean, back. So we went to I can't think of the name. I can't remember it. It was a well-known Mexican restaurant in Texas. I can't remember. It was a woman's name. Anyway, the waitress comes up to me and she says,
You're thinking Ninfas.
"It might be. I can't remember. It was like an older woman. That
Yeah,
picture.
Ninfas, I think.
Yeah, it was in Houston. It was a couple in Houston too. So later, and the girl comes over to me. I says, "I'll take the beef burrito." She said, "Do you want the refried beans?" I gotta be a wise ass, and I said, "What happened the first time you fried them?" Right. That went over like a fart in church, So,
Good night, TPC. Have a good one, brother.
right away, wise ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I've got to take care of my
have-
wife. So, is that Mike?
Go ahead.
Oh, I just said I probably got to cut it here in just a second because I got to take care of my wife.
I understand
Sounds
that.
good.
I need to go to bed anyway. It's damn near midnight here. But we went to Jamaica 3-4 years ago, something like that. Ocho Rios. And at night we would go out and walk around on the beach and all. Got to where I couldn't do it because every time I go down there I was getting a contact high. And everybody, I had this guy, these people, every time you turn around, somebody, "Hey man, you want to buy some weed?"
That's a ganja.
And I said, "No man, they drug test me back home. I can't do that." He said, "Oh, that sucks."
ATF. What happened to your job? I got freaking high in Jamaica.
Well, guess what? Guess what? We had folks that went to Colorado and came back, and they tested positive, and they said, "Hey, I was in Colorado. It's legal."
Wow.
Yeah, but it's against policy here, so you screwed up. So
So my brother-in-law, he retired from the Army at Fort Wainwright up in Alaska, and he would tell his guys, before the weekend is a couple things. One is you're not going to meet Mrs. Wright here. Two, don't be stupid because you know you're going to get drug tested on Monday. And sure as shit, about once a month, somebody blow up this test. Somebody come back married. They call them Tundra Wookiees. And
my daughter's going to work, or waiting to see, but she's going to work for the M out here. And she said, Pop, I got to go for a drug test and a background check. So you should have no problem, you know. She said she don't do any drugs or anything like that. But she called me. She says, I have never seen anybody give a drug test the way they did. They actually went in and pulled her hair.
The hair. It stays in the hair follicles longer.
Yeah.
Way longer. Longer. The drugs generally get out of the urine in about 18 days or so. It'll stay for months in your hair.
Wow. Yeah, she said, and she said, well, I'm just waiting to hear. She said, this is, it's kind of crazy how they do it. I said, well, Terry, you're going to be working in a casino. You know, a lot of stuff goes on there. You know, you got to be careful. I said to her, what about the background check? I said, you didn't mention my name, did you? Don't do that.
Garby, you know Tom?
He's out here?
I've never heard of that guy.
He's out here?
Who dat?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
All right, gentlemen. Well,
it's been fun.
Tuesday, you guys.
Yes, it has.
Tuesday, we're going to try. I think I'll let you know. I'll put something on YouTube. Okay. Probably like 3:00 my time, 6:00 his time.
Okay.
6 mine.
And then I'm on the hot seat next Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, so.
You're on the hot seat next week.
What time? And I got to keep a lookout for that.
So I don't know what to do with this. I mean, I'm going to put it up on this yard stream, and then I have no clue what to do.
Yard stream.
This ought to be hysterical.
Hit me up if you need me. If you need anything.
Yeah. Watch. Yeah, watch just to see how bad we screw up doing the live.
When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. All right.
Yep.
We're gonna.
Wild man in the house. Showed up just perfect time.
Did you pick a time yet, Tom?
3:00 my time, but at 6 we might change that a little bit, make it a little bit easier. Like maybe 5 or 5:30.
4:30 your time.
Yeah, 4:30 would be good.
4:30 Vegas time.
Yeah.
4:30 Vegas time would be 7:30 my time. I can live with that.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's 5:30 my time. I think.
5:30 your time.
Aren't you?
It's going to be.
You're central. You're central, right? Not Mountain.
Central.
So you'd be 6:30.
6:30. Well, I can make it at 6:30.
Yeah. We'll hashtag it. How I lost all my subscribers.
I like it.
The day things went in the shitter.
Hashtag what's the shake for this?
All right, gentlemen, have a good weekend.
Adios, man.
You too.
All right, Mike, Tom, see you.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, Grievous Belt. Be
Bye-bye.
good. Mikey, be good.
See you in the chat.